You're not afraid. Speak the truth and no business. Man in the wilderness. They are again, you know. Why me I tell you, say it mash me up. See why Jamaica run back way. And Andrea put out some things and me I tell you, say the people, them about left, right, and center. And you have some prosperity same way. Now, me have two of your minions. Andrew, I'm going to show two of your minions. They don't like how them say JSF versus Freddy Cougar. And so me have two of your minions now. Gaga versus Steve Graham. So people who have to vote for that one here, you know. Who are the dumber? Who are the dumbest? Ass of the two. Because, boy, may I tell you, I remember minions. Yes, man, them. Yes, man. Where you say, sir? You're up. See? And when we say yes, man, we want yes, man, them. Because Google Gaga and no police. See? So you want to start it from Google Gaga and then we go back to Steve. Because, boy, may I tell you, Jamaica can't run so. Yeah? Them just sketch people and plant them from people. No. We have University of the West Indies with some bright scholars, some bright people. And instead of when them graduate and them study so hard and want to put them in a position and make a clean up the place. No, them continue, you know, I put these wear out aisles, you know, like some old engine aisle, and you use it back in your vehicle to mash it up. Saying, Google Gaga and the police, you know. Google Gaga ain't the police. You understand? Google Gaga and the police. You see me I say? You see me I say? See? Google Gaga and the police. But me have the clippings them I play because it's very embarrassing. Morning, you know. Morning. Johnson, morning. Want little sis? Paula, you up? Arlene, you up? Yeah, man. JP, you there? Yeah, man. Bless up, man. You see? Google Gaga and the police. But me look back on some of the things with Google. And what want to do some honest opinion. Pan Google or Steve Graham. Councillor Steve Graham. Google I get 18 million. Steve Graham now film thing on to 5 million. For do what? You know, them can't be leaders, them can't be police commissioner and no councillor or nothing. Jamaica go back way. The youth them are say fully done, but them boy, I don't know. You understand? Me don't know. Them can't, oh you put Google Gaga in a team for lead it. Or you have this for your councillor when you look thousands of people have voted for a garbage. When your child can do better. People have to look up and people can motivate, you know, and make a difference. So you go to a guy like this, and you don't know if you say him just still a bag of bullshit. It bad. It bad. Now we not care. We chat straight. See? So I could look on who we want to look on Google in a farm. And we want to look on Steve. JLP, boy, I want to have some minions there. We have to change. No, man, we have to change. Man, we have to uplift Jamaica, man. See? Man, did I tell you, say it must be first in study. I'm believing in that. Get a book and read it. Yeah? You can't take them guy. Google a stifle. Google coming like algae, you know. You know, some bad algae where we go over the water there and like it poison, some fish and all kind of thing. That's a Google. Yeah? I want that too. It's not different. It's not different. You understand? Jamaica doom. Make you hear what Google has say pan a speech. Let me draw back a one. I just want to draw back a one here. Because when me see where the guy here come out, come do, you know, at the kids them school, in a Old Harbor, if them not traumatized, nobody not traumatized. And I'm talk like him depend the board. And you want to see who a matter of fact, let me play a little small clip before we go to him. We want to see who introduce him on the platform. Or who him represent. Let me see this. Watch out.
Put your hands together as we welcome Mr. Graham to represent the chairman of the board of management.
The chairman, more hear the chairman too. The chairman of the board of management. the chairman. And this, the chairman, if this are your best candidate you could have take out to represent you, you're nastiness to man. And that's why we school them a hold back in these areas. Who are the chairman? The chairman of this represent him. Loyalty over royalty, you know. I just loyal to party. So you take up any piece of trash and put them out there. You embarrass the school. You embarrass Jamaica. You know, you say the people them excel academically. But this alone look like the people them go back here. And it's embarrassing to the kids them. Look here. Look what
Thank you, sir.
People look what trick people. Look how it dress up to them. Look at the jacket and the thing now. And the well tie. Eh? Man, I better they put on a belt-down slippers or do something, man. Eh? I want to say Google and him, you know. But I'm going to play that little thing with him first. Yeah, man.
Old Harbour School Leaving Ceremony 2023 message from the chairman. Principal, Mr. Good, guest speaker, Dr. Kasenchuk, representative from the Ministry of Education, youth and distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I, Steve Graham, council nominee on the Old Harbour Primary Board of Management, I represent.
So I'm a nominee on the Old Harbour Primary Board of Management to my counselor. I'm nominated to on the Old Harbour Board of Management. That's him say. Eh? Nah, man. Yeah.
Mr. Ramon Fisher, who is unavailable.
So well, listen, Google Gaga, you know. Because two R said, you know, the back of the R said I want to name. Back of the R said. I'm going to put the R's. The R said. Oh, I forgot correct. Back of the R said. Yeah, I'm going to put the R's. Back of the R said. So we have to correct that. Yes. Hear this.
Absent, I happy for this opportunity to greet you today at the 2023 graduation at this School of Excellence.
And look what I go with the hand same like Google. Me just about something. See? Watch out.
Graduation is a milestone of.
It's a milestone. It's a milestone. You want to say? What am I say? It's a milestone
of excellence. Graduation is a milestone of all levels. For the reason, I feel truly honored to be here at all wonderful occasion, annual graduation ceremony at the Old Harbour Primary School Institute of Excellence. It is great joy. I am here today to assure you all graduates that I know you face a rough task throughout your preparation, your primary school year, especially
your preparation. In just anything come there made throughout your primary school. Cause he must have sing dream not sip on it. If you give him teleprop time, I mash it up. I better make him freestyle. Your preparation throughout your and then he read to something.
Face a rough task throughout your preparation, your primary school.
So preparation different from primary school. Or get preparation to primary school. Two different words completely. Your preparation or your primary school. A primary school.
Assure you all graduates that I know you face a rough task throughout your preparation, your primary school year, especially during the pandemic, and with all the preparation for PEP. But I have no doubt the series of scare events you encountered endure during the period has only made you strong.
To period. How am I say? Let me see him again. It's a good saying about me. I compare, you know, like Freddy Cougar and Jason Meat, right?
Endure during the period of period has only made you stronger and more resilient for the road ahead. Online learning may have robbed you of many opportunities.
What is? So I just I go into the word of that, you know. But more I bring in Google now because Google have to answer you back from film speech now. So more I hear the Google and here and then we want grade them. Can I remember so I have to grade them from 0 to like 00, like you know, -0, like -000, -0000. So I have to grade them be a minuses, minus. See? So we grade them. Now about no one and no, them not did so. And from grade them from 1 to 10, you know. You grade them from 0 to -0s and minuses. You understand? So you have to grade them back way. Yeah? All right, make we hear Google and then we go into this. We have to hear Google. And them man are dangerous, you know. Come Google. Come on, Google. All right, so I'm going to take off that and I'm going to play Google, yeah. I'm going to take up back the Gaga. We have to take up the Gaga and hear the Gaga. I'm going to play this because Google explain himself like what I want to explain himself. Hold on there. Google Gaga. Google. Google talking, yeah, right. Let me see about this, yeah. I'm going to hear this. I'm going to listen to Google, yeah, and then we draw a comparison, you know, we'll compare them. You money there from Google? Who for money there from Graham? Where you say, who come up on top? No, who come up on bottom? Back of their assets. They correct that. Back of their assets.
To the police commissioner. He'll make a brief presentation and then we will manage a few questions.
Let's listen to this,
Police
people. So Google.
Thank you, Dennis, for that introduction. As Mr. Brooks said, I also have Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey here with me. He's the crime chief for the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So members on all platforms, members of the media, interested parties, ladies and gentlemen, here in Jamaica and in the diaspora, good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon, Google.
I think it's important to continue this dialogue that we've been having between the police and the public on the whole business of what we're responsible for dealing with, which is one is crime, public order, and safety matters. And it's important that we add our voice to all of those voices that are out there speaking on these matters and share.
It's important to we add our voice to all those voices out there speaking on this matter. Yeah, the police, you know. Google the police, you know. But anyway, make a go on.
With our public, some of the things we're doing, what we're seeing, the trends we're seeing, so that the public are informed, that everyone's informed about how we're seeing things and what we're doing about these matters that we're responsible for.
These matters.
So this is part of that commitment that we made. I think in early December, we had another briefing, another press briefing, or where
yeah, Google starts stutter already. I feel laughed in a week, you know. Google has, I don't know if Google has stutter. I have to bring back they don't want to defend it, you know, because it's a battle of their assets.
Had spoken about some efforts that we
Look on
would
the
be
hand.
making in December,
When you look on the hand now, make what am I do? A dump sign hour. Me no know.
a surge operation that we did that proved to be very effective in December. And so this is the follow-on. So let me start with what we've been seeing out there. And particularly, there have been some cases that have been particular concern to our public. I mean, there are shocking cases, and I think the most recent one that has been shared extensively on social media and even traditional media is the killing of a lady in church in Trelawney. So our response
Google just bought the while, you know, like the other one, you know, you hear it.
to that killing was quite swift. At the moment, we have 3 persons in custody and about to have a 4th in custody for this killing.
And the 4th never going up, people. Just watch it and watch the body language. Listening good.
We pretty much have this case solved at the moment. In the Q&A, we'll be willing to allow Mr. Bailey to speak a bit more about it afterwards. But just to tell the public that this is where we are with it. I think some of that came out on social media.
Oh, so you know, this is where we are with it. I mean, I understand that. And some of that came out on social media. So you want to burn social media now. Some of that came out on social media. This is where we are with it. Yeah?
But this has been our response to that one.
But this has been a response to that one. But this what? Google. Them think of it know what all the man shine off him head and that with a baby. And then think they just listen to stupidness between everything we match at. It no make no sense. It no value $18 million. This is no police. Back of the asset continue.
We've also had, and I think it's important, and I'm going to make another point. There's a certain level of degenerate behavior
You might think of a word, you know. You might make an expire.
that we have seen among our criminals, our criminal population. We see,
But you know, we've seen so among our, so if you are police and you see the criminal amongst the criminal population, you just catch them, right? The criminal population are the same. I want to see them bosses and them thing there. And the people from the PSOG are real gangster and criminal them. And them carrying the big bag of coke and all kind of things. Uno no lock them up. Uno go and forget up people. Yeah? Uno no do policing. And step in a real police way. We go and
where it becomes a thing that people are willing to kill people for money.
Not a long time, it come a thing that people are willing to kill people for money. Well, Google, just got to talk straight now, man. People are robbing and kill long time, man. It come in a thing that people killing for people for money. Eh?
And that family members who should be taking care of each other, who should be looking about the interest of other family members, are not doing that, but are instead over property, over wealth, over items, are actually arranging and
over wealth, over items. Wealth item, man. Over wealth, over item.
premeditating the killing of other family members. We saw that, as I say, most recently in this case. We saw it at an earlier case in Trelawney. We saw that in a case in St. Mary, where this sort of behavior has been playing out. My warning and advice in this case.
My warning and advice in this case. He doesn't come off my head, you know, because I have the paper front time, you know. In Ghana, where you know, you know.
Or in these cases, is that even if you're disposed to do that, the likelihood of you getting away with it is quite low. In all of these...
And that's a foolishness. You know, even if dispose of this, and the likely for you to get away of doing that is very low. Then we don't have no crime and violence in that place. I'll be a cop in talk too.
Cases, we have persons in custody. These cases have been solved. There may be one or two people we are still after, but largely you will not get away with it.
Yeah, that people, them can't go for the burial of people, them are no one nothing at all. I'll be a field come out and go out, you know. I said, you know, Google and the police. Yeah? Political puppet.
So if the property that you think you're going to benefit from by organizing the assassination of family members or persons close to you, or doing it yourself, that you think that you'll do this and then enjoy the fruits of that, it is very unlikely.
That you do this and enjoy the fruits of that. This and that you matter about is very unlikely. Garbage.
And we have been aggressively pursuing these, and we have been finding the people in most of these cases.
That means that clean up all of the clears, them cases already. Yes, I pay backlog and pay sick. We have more than 5 X amount of 1,000 cases in the thing, you know. Them are backlog. Backlogs. It's a goddamn shame. Yeah, man.
Who are responsible. We know, we follow up. Our intelligence resources are adequate to find out what has...
No go say no. Because them watch social media and some people just talk without evidence. Them they make us come and say, this a man yeah, him run this so, and that the man they do this, and that the man they kill this. And when you look them down, if you look for the man and tell the man come in because of him kill this. That means that's not policing. And I like the man come with some evidence and a show it, you know. Man just go behind a mic and hide and talk. And you run with that. No. Me like say things like this where we can dissect. No tabloid around here. I said. You see I said? Watch.
Happened in these cases. And our responsiveness and our investigators have been following up very rapidly. Some of these cases are wrapped in 24 to 48 hours. Some take longer.
So most of them cases wrap up in 24 to 48 hours. And look on the murder rate pan and watch. Eh?
But that is the case. So my warning is that we don't do this. The other point
warning is we don't do this.
that I'd like to make is that what we've been seeing is a certain fluidity of criminal action. People move back and forth across the country to commit crimes, to make arrangements with other gangs to do crimes on their behalf. And because we've seen this fluidity of operation, we have put in measures along our roadways to intercept.
Here it is. Measures along the roadway. Let me tell you now. So if you want prevent, you intercept, you prevent crime. But listen, where the so-called, it's not a commissioner, because I can't call it no commissioner. Here wait I say yes, so.
And interrupt this and to detect.
Interrupt.
We are getting good intelligence on how people are moving and the routes they're taking. One of the critical parts...
The people, so much people dead. Them get good intelligence about how people move and the route them taking. Oh, people are dead same way, so. Eh? Go on, Google.
Of why we have advanced the case in the Cllr shooting so quickly is the responsiveness of some of those measures that we put in place across the across our roadways.
Across the roadways. You hear this? All right.
There was a recent case, and I just...
People know what's on them. Nervousness kicking now, you know. Call the Google, a turbo, you know, call it turbo, you call it googs. The googs kicking at Google, you know.
Share this quickly. In St. Elizabeth, where a hit was ordered. The hitman came from Kingston, went to St. Elizabeth and did their committed that crime.
You hear this, people?
They did not leave St. Elizabeth. We intercepted them before they left the parish, and they...
People, that name field policing. You say you show away an example. Google give you an example. And him say, you know, cause them, remember, you know, him interrupt, right? And him show away an example. Oh, you have a group of came from town or where them come from, and go St. Elizabeth and execute the crime. Kill who them are kill. So even if you hold them, remember you have a mastermind in a people. You have a mastermind. So if a man is sent for go, get rid of the man. In the business about the man them where him hire the hit man them, you know. Can him not mind them get rid of too. But as long as they move in party or who out of the way him get moved, that means them reach them target. The aim is to prevent them from reach the target. And Google admit yourself. Say them go and them carry out the target and do them thing, execute the thing. And when them come, them not leave. That makes sense to you that are policing. And them saying that if you interrupt it and everything. Yeah, they. That makes sense. Him shouldn't even chat this, him should shame. Listen again. So the people them lost them life. And then you catch a killer. That don't make no sense. The mastermind, all right.
We have advanced the case in the Cllr shooting so quickly is the responsiveness of some of those measures that we put in place across the across our roadways. There was a recent case, and I'll just share this quickly, in St. Elizabeth, where a hit was ordered. The hitmen came from Kingston, went to St. Elizabeth and did their, committed that crime. They did not leave St. Elizabeth. We intercepted them before they left the parish, and they're in custody as we speak.
That is you feel the people them we're supposed to protect. Because you say you have the intelligence, Google. This alone show you say is an asset, real asset. You're not police. You're not police. The political puppet. See? So they it carry out people. You understand what I say? Say just put yourself and your family in the position and it carry out. You're gone, then now come back. And then them say the killer them no leave. Because we intercept them, we get them. No, you should intercept them before them reach. Or if we not have intelligence from the people, them we go and move them from the spot. Or wait for the gunman them till them come there. And give them firepower. So this was a fail thing. And I'm watch. And I tell you. Like a good thing I tell you. Yeah.
So even the people who believe that they should take up this profession, your likelihood of doing
profession for what I can kill people, it man, it's a profession. For real people and kill people is a profession. A criminality, brother. They not fair do that. Him says a profession, you know. That means if you hear from a man that claim say him had to come, me not call him that neither. You know, so it's a profession, so me can't go do it. Him says a profession. And I mean so. Not my word, I'm playing back.
In St. Elizabeth, where a hit was ordered. The hitmen came from Kingston, went to St. Elizabeth and did their, committed that crime. They did not leave St. Elizabeth. We intercepted them before they left the parish, and they're in custody as we speak. So even the people who believe that they should take up this profession, your likelihood of doing it and keep doing it and getting away is shrinking. The space.
Say like who's are doing it and keep doing it. That means you keep killing and getting away is shrinking. But look how much dead and then not catch them. It's not a professional criminality, brother. You don't take that mode, not profession. You understand? I just criminal, you know, it's a criminality. I walk and take people's life and I do all foolishness. Yeah? You understand? We have to take it easy with him, Dr. Bird. No, man. But him and Graham, me a look pan, you know. Boy, me, no, sir. And then me are minions, you know. And your minions. Yeah, man.
Space in which you operate is shrinking. Now, this sort of aggressive and strategic way in which we are deploying on our roads and applying our intelligence along these roadways also has...
But that's going to be intelligence after the fact. So when you make the people them are dead, and then if you catch a 1 and 2, people here are dead, that means them can't protect you. He might tell you say them are failure. That him say. Him tell you say, yeah, them are come catch you. But maybe 1 or 2 times we catch them and lock them up. Eh? This don't make no sense. This a commissioner, $18 million. I know. Eh? I said.
Has a knock-on effect because it is having an effect on things like fatal accidents. In our hotspots, we are down now 46% year on year in fatal accidents. The other...
When I attack, I must have 400 people dead after 500 people in an accident. You can't stop accident. If you want to stop most of the accident them caused by the government not fixing and maintaining the roads, I not ask you. So when you live in your ear, where you live in remember, you know, inside your tire, you drive it, you lick it out of tune, plus you get some cut inside. You know, bend down and look at your car every day. You drive your blood, put some brand new tire, you don't even know. And then you go touch the highway, it blow out. It turn over and mash up. And the little car, them are coming like it's a bomb. So them explode too. See? So you have a government now work, and then them now get lawsuit and thing, and you know, them people that now pay no money is like, you know, them are run down the country and in them pocket. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah? All right, play.
The other thing that I'll speak briefly about is this business of the gang activities that we've seen where gang members have been at each other, gang as groups,
gang as groups. Google. Me have to play them thing, you know, but me can't deal with it still, you know. But gang at each other's, gang as groups. This them want to say, me never call him no commissioner. Because this is not a commissioner. It never do beat on foot, it never lock up a man yet, never go front of the judge with nothing at all. It just come up with a different thing. Gang as groups, people. Me couldn't hear it back. Not my word. Me just a player.
Doing it and getting away is shrinking. The space in which you operate is shrinking. Now this sort of aggressive and strategic way in which we are deploying on our roads and applying our intelligence along these roadways also has a...
What kind of intelligence? We're applying our intelligence on the roadway. On the roadway, try to look at police, right? Carry about and them have to push sometime. Just listen to
a knock-on effect because it is having an effect on things like fatal accidents. In our hotspots, we are down now 46% year on year in fatal accidents. The other thing that I'll speak briefly about is this business of the gang activities that we've seen where gang members have been at each other, gang as groups. Intra-gang rivalry has led to a number of shootings. We had a triple homicide in the Lincoln Road area. We had a triple homicide in Almond Town. And these cases where we've had these triples, we have, through our investigative efforts, have persons in custody. Some of the people have been charged. Some are about to be charged. But none of them have gone unanswered by us as a police force. And
none of them have gone unanswered by us as a police. We don't know where that piece come from. In video start and continue. I said them, you know. And him know have the blue whale tongue. Pantapite. This them I take as a Jamaica commissioner. a police. It's a garbage.
In no case of none of those triples that we've seen do we not have a good idea of who has done it, who else is involved, and we're going through the investigative process to...
So you have an idea of who have done it or who else is involved, but we'll go through the investigative process. If you have an idea that will pick up who and who, you just move off a little hearsay. Can you go through the investigation proper? We have an idea of who have done it.
Tidy up those cases and wrap it up.
And wrap it up.
The other thing, and perhaps one of the other important matters in that regard, we have seen a number of killings through these gang activities in the Lower Kingston and St. Andrew belt. And what we have seen is, again, the fluidity across police divisions in...
The fluidity. Can I drop what you say?
In Lower Kingston, where disputes in one division play out in the other. The borders that we have set as our traditional policing borders.
The borders where we have set as our traditional policing borders. What am I explain? What am I explain? What am I say? The borders where we have set as our traditional policing borders.
Create static lines, of which, of course, criminals don't recognize, and they fluidly move back and forth.
So, you use police, and you put a border, people, and you create a static line. So the police, them line, and criminal not identified, and them move back and forth. That means them move freely and do criminality same way. And that thing just tell me, I'm admit it, you know. So I think criminal, criminal, I move back and forth because them not recognize it. But when you recognize a criminal, but you don't arrest them. This guy have fit for a job, brother. At the back of the asset, them I show you, you know. You have to just loyal to Andrew and you're good. Eh? This is what we are get. $18 million.
Other important matters in that regard. We have seen a number of killings through these gang activities in the Lower Kingston and St. Andrew belt. And what we have seen is, again, the fluidity across police divisions in Lower Kingston, where disputes in one division play out in the other. The borders that we have set as our traditional policing borders create...
You can't set a border because if you talk about the border sentence and things, so you can't set the border. You set boundaries. So them set border. But the original border there, like you go and say you enter St. Mary at the border. Oh, he must set. So him set him one border then. We think a boundaries them must set. But him set border, the border. Let me just listen. Me know why you say me I tell lie for you, me just a dissect. Not my word. Your word, sir. Yeah? When nobody look out some people looking. Let me hear the border where them have set. Let me just go back here, sir. Yeah, let me hear this.
Where some are about to be charged, but none of them have gone unanswered by us as a police force. And in no case of none of those triples that we've seen do we not have a good idea of who has done it, who else is involved, and we're going through the investigative process to tidy up those cases and wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, and perhaps one of the other important matters in that regard, we have seen a number of killings through these gang activities in the Lower Kingston and St. Andrew belt.
Mm.
And what we have seen is, again, the fluidity across police divisions in Lower Kingston, where disputes in one division play out in the other. The borders that we have set as our traditional policing borders.
You set boundaries. You can't set border. We have the border them for the parishes. You don't set borders as a traditional police border, and you set boundaries. People, when I understand me, I say, how this? I said this can't be commissioner. Him set borders as traditional police border. Me think a boundaries them set. Because we know we have a traditional border for every parish. So him could not set no border, he must set boundaries. Like a yard and you get a boundary, you set the boundaries or whatever. Him set border. The police border. Yeah.
Create static lines of which of course criminals don't recognize and they fluidly move back and forth.
So the criminal, him set a border and the criminal not recognize. So the police car pass and him static and then now move. And the criminal them just move back and forth. You know, so I'm a failure. And him not get fired. He get 91% and not get fired. Eh? At the buckle, people welcome to the buckle of the arse heads. We put the arses, we soon correct that are the arse head. The arse heads. Yeah? The minions and your minions. Watch this.
And in that regard, we have implemented a number of strategies to deal with that fluidity across the lower belt. We have an increase our agility. We have within the next few weeks a whole rollout of a quick response and quick reaction team that can respond across all of that belt. They will be
so, but if you have police static and see them, so the police just follow them and make them pass and them go do them crime. So you have to put a quick response team now for go deal with it. I be a garbage I'm talking, you know. It's a garbage.
Trained in the tactical use and are being trained in the tactical use of motorcycles and their weapons to respond quickly to gang activities and other threats to the lower part of Kingston. We're continuing that process and it's going to expand up into the northern part of Kingston and St. Andrew. So
this is the garbage when sit on attack. And some people see him that on some really person that's what I tell you, so them buy out to, you know. And sit down and make a guy confront them and chat these kind of garbage. I you know stop him and say, you just you're contradict yourself. And when you're talking make no sense. Stop it. Stop embarrass yourself. You're not commissioner neither. You don't have no clue what you're doing. You're just a yes man and a political puppet. Yes. I help mash up the country. Yeah? All right.
So we are seeing what they are. We're also restructuring how we police Kingston as we speak to remove some of those artificial boundaries that were traditional into more
boundaries, artificial boundaries, what most traditional.
Fluid, citywide policing strategy.
Yeah, there.
As we continue to carry out our policing operations, we will see flares and every now and again things will happen, as happened in the case of the homeless people. These things will happen. We will get those flares and we respond to them very quickly to ensure that when it happens, it doesn't continue to happen. And also to get people in custody. We have one person in custody in relation to that. Early days yet, but you know, we're progressing that case as well. So it's really this, I think it's important that the public be aware generally, without going into too much specifics on the details of strategy, but to assure the public or reassure the public that we have the mechanisms in place, we have intelligence, we are being more and more responsive and following up on these cases to conclusion much more rapidly. And so we're reducing the space with the tools available to us, and we're creating new tools.
And we're creating new tools. We never know, you know what, the Almighty, I create new tools now. I buy tools, they might create new tools. We never know how I create the tools. That's why they can't do crime fighting.
To stop the gang violence and bloodletting on one sense, but to create an environment of greater safety, whether it's on our roads or in our commercial areas, and over the next certainly over this year, we're focusing on more public safety, public order, whilst at the same time targeting those gang members and criminals who are bent on murder and murdering each other and the families and associates of other gang members. We are closing the gap, closing the space.
Closing the gap, closing the space. I think what talk about now, you know. That guy, him just go around and just say anything come out of him mouth, you know. I'll him have the paper front time, you know. You have to listen to him good.
On them. But as I said, we will have flares. We will pivot quickly. We'll be more agile in terms of our response to it. And over this year, we expect to have reduction in homicides, in major crime, as we got last year, even though...
And yes, still every year we're under him belt, the crime going up, you know. Never drop. When it comes out, it's still higher than when him just come in. Never drop yet. Now, see, we're nearly 1,500. I'll do more than that. Them just count 1,498. But I'm more than that. Aye, and the people watch him, they get fired or nothing, can puppet. He will have everything. Certain things not investigated. SSL or nothing. The court port, nothing at all. This now work, this not police. No police in the history of Jamaica go through policing. No get the money where this guy get. This baby, this Gaga. For just to politically and minion things, politically aligned sitting. For protect the criminal politician them and the big boys them from PSOJ. The criminal them. Yeah, man.
At the beginning, we've had a brief spike. We will continue to work it and get it down.
Yeah,
so I think...
You know you can work, we continue to work it and get it done. It never go down. Eh? When him think what? Him think is a pit full up or something and it choke up and they can get it down. Eh?
Just sharing that with the public is important. And of course, as part of this...
Can you comment on the ongoing gang-targeted operation?
So we could go back.
We put in a response to separate these criminal gangs using our other assets that are not assigned there, but we use them in a more fluid way.
We're using our other asset that are assigned there, but we use it more fully. You use the asset to use asset. Where am I explain? This is explanation?
To interrupt this sort of thing. So we're also after some very specific people. We have a good sense of who did the shooting, and I know the team down in Kingston West is after them with some targeted operations, and we should see that start to wind down.
Wind down.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. There are other questions via version of the questions or the chat section.
We don't want to see you. We don't want to hear you.
In terms of body cameras, members, Central Kingston.
There have been several announcements about technological transformation within the force. He'll speak to that.
This one here.
Thank you, Jamila. So, right, you have seen some body cameras on some of our members, Central Kingston. We actually finished the decision-making procurement process and everything for body cameras last year, so some in the latter part of last year, and put in the sort of servers in place, computer servers in place to really capture the data of the thousands of cameras that we expect to have in terms of body cameras.
I know we don't have them that run right. So him all tell you capture and put in data and him can explain himself, you don't need to do body camera, it will come on service by next month. We will fine tune them and they go on to something else. Because when I try to explain him go dig himself in a ditch, you know.
Of course, if you think about it, having those cameras, capturing the data from those cameras over time, and holding some of that data requires quite a lot of computer storage and
yeah, it matter about our computer storage. You see, everybody have body camera and them thing, the man. You might tell about quiet and computers too. May I tell you, why am I explaining?
Computer power. So we know what we're buying now. Now is a matter of rolling out, just adding more cameras. Now, to the extent of our budget and the budget constraints that we may be under this year, we know we're going to buy more body cameras. As many as we wish, the amount we wish to have bought, I don't think we'll be able to do that because of a bit of contraction in our budget, which is really just a reflection of the contraction overall in the government budget and expenditure, largely because of...
But the man says spend the most money. And him said go up through the pandemic, now they have money to give themselves raise a pay. And them raise a pay for 18 million, but them never to use it by body camera. You know worth a cent, brother. You know worth 1 cent. 1 Jamaican cent. It's a waste of money. This is not commissioner.
COVID-19 and the effects of that. So that's with respect to cameras. But most of these cases that we have dealt with this quickly is because of a combination of technologies, which are those cameras, various cameras, not just those, but closed circuit TV, Jamaica and all of that, plus the intelligence technology that is available to us, plus our ballistics and DNA that is work that is available to us, and the
and when you hear my book and I shuffle, when you hear my mean and stop him in the camera,
also old-fashioned stick-to-itivity and detective work that our detectives have been doing for a while and still do. And I think probably most importantly, or more importantly, is also the assistance we get from the public in these cases who support us with giving us information on what we do. But we have a whole technology program rolling out. We have 30 major technology projects. They have been delayed a little bit, but a lot of them will be coming on stream this year.
So as a police force and thing, you talk about 30 technology projects. How much of them come in stream? Eh? This
Including our station record management system, our case management system.
So station record, and I know them, they don't come in and play, I know, you know.
The ability to connect what we do across the country. So as the criminals are fluid, so are we in our communications and in our ability to do surveillance. So we have, apart from whatever other responses we have, a lot of our responses are technology driven. We are building capacity within the force, and that capacity will get better and better results. Capacity isn't built overnight, but people can rest assured that we have a clear program of development, a clear program of capacity building.
Right, so people, policing, not so hard, you know. Policing, serve, protect, and reassure. Work with the citizens of the country. You live in some bigger country without some nuclear and them thing there. You see police are going up and down with M16 rifle every day, 4 or 5 hours to jump up pound and mash up them and do all kind of thing. No. Police have them gun at them side and thing and have them other little thing on them. And them the policing. Them there, you know, some of them in a plain clothes, you know, detect and do them thing. And you break the law or something and them run it down. Them not firing a shot off you like that. You know. Car chase, them not find a shot in on a car like that and them thing. Them run it down and more join the chase because them are pile up the whole of the thing them pile you when them hold you, you know. And them are hold you because them not make you get out of them side so easy. You see? They may draw a helicopter and draw a fair kind of things to trap you. Jamaica, it's small and, you know, police here, you have a car chase. Like the people them are robbed down in a Clarendon. A police is behind it still. Them same man down there. Hookah gang. And some soldiers and things. For you saw them fire them rifle. And them say them hold the chins them and take away much million. And them say them get escape. Can't escape. Jamaica too small, island. Can't escape. So even if them come out and change car and you get your pay boy escape. Escape them backside and then lick the chin. Them can't escape. You follow a man till them run out of gas, man. You never fire one shot. Him have to stop. Yeah, trade them, do like where other place to them, trade them for miles or give them a fish tail or something. Them not the police work, man. Them are crosses. See, Bacha.
And this capacity is building and transforming the JCF into a police force that we can be very proud of. Not just...
I mash up the police force. Police them can't even get for charge who they want to do and do anything. Them put you there as a puppet. Take you. And just take you there and put you as a... You're a minion. You're one of the minion them. Not no dumb so.
In Jamaica, but internationally. And we will see that play out. And we're seeing some of the results of that capacity. It's a work in progress.
Work in progress.
Thank you very much. The matter is...
It's sometimes the delay. We remove the person from being, having the opportunity to continue to do anything. We put them on interdiction. If they're charged, we put them on suspension. We progress the administrative side of things to a point, but larger regulations require us to wait on the outcome of any court cases associated with it. Okay, so that provides sometimes the delay. Yes.
Except though that there
yes.
At least 40 cases are cited,
would
simply require administrative action.
Right.
So for example, yes, so why are we not hearing of a conclusion of your internal investigations into this inappropriate conduct by your members?
Right, so usually near to the event we put out something at that time. We can put out something, the team can put out something. We'll have to do some research into the specific cases that you mentioned. I know that we have just revamped our whole court of inquiry system, and we've been getting the cases through much quicker. I signed off on some people's, on the cases after they're done. I have to sign off on them, and I've been doing more and more of those have been coming to my attention. What we can do is, if not right now, but if you get in touch with the team, the CCU, they can update you on some of these cases, specific cases. Right.
My final question
yeah.
to the Commissioner, how many cops will not be rearrested as a consequence of performance assessment?
Of what?
Performance assessment or misconduct.
As I say, again, if you I don't have those figures, so if I do not have those figures right to hand at the moment about how many are not going to be re-enlisted for that, but certainly they will be, some will be, and it is one of the methods, of course, how we protect our public, is to get rid of these people. We have the iProbe, which we had restructured, I think last 2019, has been ramping up their efforts. As a matter of fact, what they have issued, if you remember that case where somebody was killed on, as a matter of fact, there was a shooting on Jimmy Cliff Boulevard where they chased this person and then they escaped they shot the people in the car, chased one, shot him on the ground, and then moved away from there. That car was intercepted in about I think about 10 minutes later by a team of quick reaction persons. So without getting into too much detail about the specific tactics and how you deploy and all of that, once you have criminals operating fluidly from one space to another, moving, committing crimes and moving to another place, it's important that we also are as agile and responsive. We know what kind of traffic situations we have, we know all of this. So it's clear and it's been shown to be effective to have layered in among our normal patrols, our specialized operations patrols, that we also have a quick and responsive unit that can operate very quickly in the corporate area in spite of traffic.
Thank you.
Right.
And second, we've had 2 movement gun busts since the start of the year.
Yes.
Is the police satisfied that the people are keyless or are the intermediaries?
We have 2%, 21 point.
We don't want to see you.
1,600 plus murders that year. In the first year, we dropped by through a number of different techniques and methods, we dropped by 20%, 22%, 21 plus percent. Now what we've seen over time, what we're dealing with is a very chronic murder problem in the country.
Chronic.
It has been ongoing, unbroken for 20 years of above 1,000 homicides a year.
You know, and going, it must be above 1,000 because when you want to do, it got 1,005. But you the 1,000 and over 1,300, you keep it. That's 1,500, 1,400, and that's you keep it. And then you watch. Eh? You have to carry it back down so. See?
And what you'd get is a discussion and a narrative around how close or how far from 1,000 we get. Whilst we
what to do is cause a narrative, how close or how far from 1,000 we get. People have matter. Wait. Me have not play it back. You can't answer the question, you know. This is why me did write the tune Google Gaga.
Still year on year turn out 1,000 homicides a year. Now we need to, in my view, drop that rapidly.
Oh, you drop it rapidly. In our film view, drop it rapidly. Where do come out, come kill more and then things and drop it rapidly. Oh. Eh? Well on.
Some things were put in place to do that whilst we build capacity. Now, a lot of the capacity building efforts have been giving us better results. So we see our Cllr rate increasing. We see major crimes going down except, well, not even except, including murder, where we had a 22% drop, approximately.
Murder again. Murder up on film watch. When him get it, now 1,200 and add him carry it 1,003 and him keep it above that. 1,400, 1,500, and the same keep it. And I can't show you the whole statistic. Then can't trick we, you know, be a crap. This is not police. This is not police. This is a political puppet. Me now make no asset rule. Me couldn't in an organization. Me have to retire or something. But me now work with this. This can be my boss. So me I can say, yes, this is not police. This is asset with a wheel tongue, a blue wheel tongue. Just listen tongue.
It went up about 3% in 2019 and went down again last year.
Went down, went up 3% and went down again. Me say everything stay. You understand? Watch out.
The more capacity we have is the better we will trend on that.
Trend on
but
what?
Murder is not the only thing the police do.
Yeah.
And we cannot afford to leave everybody else without policing whilst to prevent gunmen largely from killing each other. We cannot
do it. So we can everybody without policing. If something now go on, you don't need for police people when no want nobody police them. Stop going like this policing and so me say serve, protect and reassure. So if nothing now go on here, so we are going to police them. And no bodyguard, and no people don't want a bodyguard. People want the neighborhood watch and then you do community policing and thing. No problem now go on. Up at Terry Garden, up there, police them every day. You antagonize them every day. No. Most of them have license firearm and all kind of things. When them call on them, if I want to live up there too, I don't want to get the money to live up there. But now book and them place there. So I'm talking about policing, regular policing. Be a cop him talk.
Do that. So we have to split the resources between that. We have to split the resources and some of the technologies and so on that we've been getting into leveraging investigations, getting better clear-up rates, etc., which is a slower process of getting the homicides down. We are locking up people more, we're bringing them, we're creating better cases, and we're finding out who did it quicker. But ultimately, that is a reasonably slow process.
Cllr, man. Cllr. Yeah, man.
The cycle of violence and the willingness to go and kill, as whether you're family or whether you are gangsters, fighting each other. In a recent study,
whether your family, whether your gangsters fighting each other, the recent study, you know,
about a gang member is 160 times more likely to be killed than another citizen.
A gang member is 160 more time to be killed than a citizen. Eh? The shot can't catch you anytime and you can't, you know, they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, but more likely, too much people dead. And you don't say family member. The family member, them are a part of the gang, but them dead. So you matter about 160 times more likely to be killed. Foolishness. Man can't catch them go kill somebody else or do a drive-by and innocent people get dead. Me not telling me. And you have to do study upon that. All they need for this police, community policing. I said, you are not a commissioner. Police, wanna ditch this. Ditch that. That need to get ditched. That need to get ditched. Not a commissioner. All right. Yeah, man.
As soon as someone takes up that gun, they become endangered. But it's a repeated cycle of violence. So, although we got some resources, and we did, and we got a good input, some of those things are dealing with some things that have been outstanding in the force for a long time. We've always spoken about why don't we use more technology. We've always spoken about what about the conditions in which policing takes place, our mobility. So there's been an investment in that. And we've given a return on investment in the metrics.
In the metrics? Oh, you answer matrix. When matter, anything come a film out in the stock and when you think I'll be a garbage matter, you know. You should have some garbage truck for pack up some of them things away matter, including him. This, them say Jamaica commissioner, a police. A minions, a yes guy. When I lock up the PSOJ guy, them mash up the place. People have not put on a foot and end up like 80 because of the right there. So. And that's where I run from. We have to try to prevent that. And these guys stubborn because they just want to have the money and protect the criminal them want to mash up the country. And we're appealing to the outside, you know, UN and them country. They want to do something for Jamaica before it go down 80 slope completely. Because it's the right there. So. But we don't want the chaos. You know, we don't want that. We don't need that. That's all.
Of policing. Now, if you want rapid drops in homicides, and you can do your research and look at anywhere that rapid drops have taken place.
Someone said, if you want rapid drop, so if you claim to you're a commissioner and you know for the rapid drop, it a drop. So you say, if you want rapid drop and you can look at research, you don't need research. You do real things, you do practical things. You do community policing. Reason with the youth, them reason with the mothers, reason with the fathers, reason with the community. You hear what and people talk to you. You're not going with no big gun. Me are telling you, no understanding yourself in the man. Saying? Simple. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put people in a beer, blue thing like a battlefield them depend. So you feel scared when you see police and police are back strong man and do all kind of things and then watch right now. Assault people in a custody. Front the camera. And no charge. All them doing come out and do foolishness. Eh? This is not police.
You've used not normal methods, but extraordinary methods.
Yeah, you use not normal method, but extraordinary methods if you want a rapid drop. And the extraordinary methods when them use and spend much money, when them claim. Because when you look at them friend of the toilet them, and them friend of the things them when them put out there. When I soon call some of them name. And them have it so them rent it and them do all kind of things that be a money them and make off of these things. Extraordinary methods. Them look pan we. I tell you, say your son and daughter, them need extraordinary methods in the ghetto. Whenever you use it up there, so use it in a PSOJ. The extraordinary method. No for the gun, them will come in and the fake stuff and everything. Them up down. And the ghetto people have them. They don't have nothing. Board house. Some of them have got time on the tree like goat. Them can't buy apply now. And by the way, you say you're going good. Just look for the money where if you apply with the people them that use to make them one little room and thing and look much one sheet. No, them can't even build a little one room. When the evil, you know, and then talk pay foolishness and people are following. No. This is the reality. Reality check. Yeah.
Always. Uniformly. And if somebody can find me a version that's not that case, well, I'd be glad to hear.
Yeah, said, and it's not that case. Come just give the case. So I must say, you know, you have to use extraordinary method. So you might have to come down the barbaric thing. When they get to you, this is what I tell you to come and do. When I tell you to be evil in a film head to man, he don't know nothing about policing. He never charge a man yet for nothing at all, for him a brake light or something. He man a police. He man a police. Just a Google Gaga. Just need nipple buckle and go home. I said.
But you use extraordinary methods. And so what we have done and what we did to get this, to get the benefit of extraordinary measures is to carry out our operations in a way that we are working within the law that's available to us, and if the law, if it expands, our tools expand, then we use those. And that's what we did with our states of emergency. Anybody on this platform who is a reporter can remember the calls in Kingston East, remember the calls in Clarendon, and those are some of our areas that immediately we shut it down.
Yes, sir.
Now, because this whole issue of states of emergency have become somehow political issues.
You hear what I'm saying? Because people in the court against the opposition, the court, him gone all in a politics. Me tell you, it's a political puppet. You hear it from the ass's mouth. This a damn said. Your police stay out of politics. Even if you're Andrew Apara or something, you stay out of politics. You act as a professional when you're in there. So, a matter of fact, sorry people, me embarrass the police a while. Him is not a police. You warm up the commissioner chair, you stay out of politics. Yeah, said you. You hear it? When you hear it, look a while. All right. Yeah, man.
I've avoided speaking.
Yeah, my vibe. Yeah.
You've used not normal methods, but extraordinary methods. Always. Uniformly. And if somebody can find me a version that's not that case, well, I'd be glad to hear. But you use extraordinary methods. And so what we have done and what we did to get this, to get the benefit of extraordinary measures is to carry out our operations in a way that we are working within the law that's available to us, and if the law, if it expands, our tools expand, then we use those. And that's what we did with our states of emergency. Anybody on this platform who is a reporter can remember the calls in Kingston East, remember the calls in Clarendon, and those are some of our areas that immediately we shut it down. Now, because this whole issue of states of emergency have become somehow political issues, I've avoided speaking about it much. And also because it...
So you're supposed to have the people in opposition. I have people like me with the human rights activists work. And when you say it's wrong, you can't just trample the people, them, take with them rights. And remember, when dead man Mackenzie say him get locked up, this is when you don't want to assassinate a leader. A good man, Sir Joshua Manley. And him talk about it. Them people talk about it. When you take use outside influence and mash up Jamaica. And then when you say when I flip something, people know not the lie, that's not criminal, not everything that bad. You can't vote for these kind of people and you expect better. When I vote for some people, when you look on them CV, they have nothing at all. It's so wrong. Everything that's bad, them and muddy, them and bloody, because them are the mastermind behind enough people in a cemetery right now. We never have to dead. And them not mind it. Them use the dirty thinking politics and you know, succeed with them evil deed. And them still want in a 2023 that Jamaicans are that. Asian playing at that same and Papa Duck and Baby Duck and coming right up and you see where them are read. And people in Jamaica want to turn Jamaican now and you know more patriotic, more than want to make some said. I want to make Andrew have sent for canon, no? Put on our clocks and things right away, you don't know so I can. Because if him a way gentleman, in the continue we him gentleman, don't change the style. Listen, me not change style for please nobody. So when we are keep a show, dance and thing, you can see me with my water. Like give it the other day, give it them the then. I remember the man them buy chocolate and thing and say, Mr. Don't some here drink fruit juice. You know, the tropical rhythm man. Them go for cup. I mean, I go too. Me not follow, me not drink thing cold night and them put their some of the suck it like tea. You know? And some of the say, I mean, just straight out the shine it and them thing. They come in, me not drink liquor. But me not follow nobody because them I do this and me I do it. I mean, I follow somebody because them smoke, me I smoke. But Andrew now, him see what the people them are saying, them him follow and use them. No, you're welcome to my style. So me know say them evil. Yeah, man. And then have some politically aligned puppet, you notice him mention about politics. And him know say the SOE is illegal. And like you have a hurricane, or you have some great disaster, you go after people, kids. Look here what happened. You have child soldiers in Jamaica, and I understand it. Get to you, get wise up, stop them using them, man. Yeah? So me have my youth, them, so me no want you destroy nobody youth. I don't. Me I tell you the truth. Me not see death as a revenge, and you see me I say? You see me I say? Me no want that. It bad. You understand? It bad. So we know the foolishness. I'm play this. Continue.
Overshadows, because it has been such a public discussion, it overshadows the police work, the investigations, the intelligence work, the use of technology, the rapidity in which people are following up and responding. It overshadows that. And it can feed a narrative that suggests that the police and the police officers are not functioning sensibly.
Sensibly? It shows. It shows that about feeding what kind of narrative. The narrative, the only narrative them about with you. Because you're not police. And you're a political puppet.
What is going on? That is not the case. But when you're dealing with a chronic problem, and even if you take...
People, the chronic problem of Google Gaga, you know. Right now, I'm a hamper the police force from moving, turn back and forth. Google Gaga. Yeah? And when them a place people know the chronic problem are them holding back the country for the nasty PSOJ. Yeah? Yeah, man, a nasty Google Gaga. I hold back the thing. Yeah, man.
A public health approach to it.
Yeah, no, a public health approach to it. Chat anything we want chat, you know.
There are certain features of that are very clear. One of the things, when we were dealing with COVID, we quarantined, we isolated, and we prevented gatherings. And there are a number of other things, because the responses that we had related directly to an ongoing situation, an epidemic of violence, according to the UN.
So when we talk, an epidemic of violence, according to what kind of UN? Because the people like who know the country mash up. Me say, you can't have a country so corrupted, but billions of dollars are thief. Right now in the NCB, every minute them thief for 200,000 of people bank account and 100,000 and 50,000. And nobody not chat to you. Them just go in your bank account and take it. That be Alibaba's in a NCB. Like who did I run it to Alibaba to? Yes, pirates. Everywhere you turn, Maka joke you. And the people them sit down in a one, yo, my advice have to be heard. You understand? The man in the wilderness different. Them can't call me, you know. Yeah, man. Them know some man a lion to, you know. Them know, yeah, man. You know, we know what he then, man.
And it's 10 per 100,000. Jamaica has been way beyond that, 4 to 5 times that, sometimes 6 times that for 20 years. And the first time we reached up into the 60s per 100, the 6 times that was in 2005. And sometimes in the discussion...
2007 too. And you go up more to and depend on your watch too. So you see it? Me tell you simply a political theme thing, a political car 2007 boost coming. Me tell you say I'm a political puppet. Remember, me know the statistic, you know. Me know it. Me read it. Me see it. So me tell you say it's a political puppet. Me know what me talk about, you know, watch it, you know. I will watch a speech and wait, make and wait. It not go right across the boat. So me know say this. I will know say Andrew. Me know say control by PSOJ to my, you know, good to the people them, man. Run this.
We don't inform our public of what the truth is. And because we don't do that, it's difficult to get them to move with us.
Move with us, then a them will not tramp upon. And them will make pre-military team and dress them up like them a go a war and go buy 50 caliber. Who's police force do that? But on the Cllr Island, one gun when you fire it go 2 miles and still kill you. And like the rifle might go a mile. 2 miles and still effective. Run through them borders, they run through 15 of them. Link through wall too. And that's you go buy. And you know, so zinc and board and pay like a picnic and all kind of things. In work with them your head Google Gaga, them be charge you for war crime. Any day you send out any police with that, man. And we and you, man. You forgot your yard.
Get the better results. So this outreach is part of that process so that they don't have to hear a filtered version and that people can ask actual questions and focus on what the problem is. The problem is we have these criminals who are willing to murder people.
What a criminal. And that's alone a criminal. I have some guy who program these little youths. Program them. Hey, enough police so no drink the little Kool-Aid with them telling you, you know. Remember them little youths them can't buy the gun. You know, just look on them situation around them. And they matter about do study, you know, if you do study, you know that. But them have it. So you know, so people are program them. Yeah, man. Now you have child soldiers, go up that way there. See, I have enough, you know, they can go in enough little more things. So me understand it. All them can understand it. Them just evil. Yeah, them evil.
Little or no reason or for money, and we have families willing to murder each other or get somebody to do it over things like property. That is a reflection on the society and is a reflection of what happens when you allow violence to continue over a 20-year period.
I'm all stuck, and I'm going to play politics here, man, over 20. Film time and the film watch, you know. I hear him got him attack as a politician, and him can't chat already. He can't make a good speech and him chat as a politician over 20-year period. And them claim, put him in a commissioner seat. Come in and call this the commissioner. This is not commissioner. This is a said with a blue whale tongue. Gugu Gaga. Sir, I mean, I move the Sir Googs off for your name too. Yeah, man, I said.
Unabated. So, the methods and the capacity that we build as a force has been applied to the circumstances we find. And so we get gains. Now, they don't happen as fast as we would like. We have, every now and again, we have a blip, a flare-up, and something that is really shakes the nation, the country. And quite rightly, our media highlights this, and that's proper. That's what you should do. And then we do what we're doing now, which is to make it clear on what we're doing. Yes, George.
If I may, though.
Sure.
And I wanted to ask a question about states of emergency taking on
Right.
politics out of it, because I'm assuming, and I'm pretty confident, that when you drew the approach on paper with your team and met with the government to say, well, Prime Minister, this is what we recommend. State of emergency, the operational objectives are these. We're going to achieve these objectives.
So white mice. I thought the dirty raper, we go up to the tell life and police after him kill a bag of man and them thing there. When him say about what? Snitch? You know see him not have no sense. This and me them attack to, you know. So these are the things that's why I tell you the amount of guys that become nasty this kill. I remember it's a tailpiper. Yes, it's a tailpiper, and the amount of guy him kill, him and bloody. And him a raper. Him rape the 13-year-old girl. So when you mix me up and you call me, remember, you know, you have to come with the proof them like this. Like, you know, it's just like come and play me thing them. Remember, me no mix up. See? Remember, me no sell coke. Never sell coke. Me no drink. Me no smoke. Me no par with people. I never get a ticket. Not even a traffic thing. Police just stop me. So for you turn a snitch, that means them hold you per corner and you are sell the drugs and then you are snitch by your own friend. You know, same a big dirty thinking fool. That's what him do. Can kill people run away and I look a refuge and then I mix up people in every little thing. Don't at the same little piece of shit tell me that I turn police seven times. Him going to the prove yet? When I'm run with that piece of garbage, man. That makes sense to you? Eh? Brother, when you see them kind of little garbage, you want to run it way, man. Run it way. You understand? And I'm like, when them call me name, can't hear this stuff. That piece of shit, when them call me name, you know, I might think them different, you know. Because me hear say to that, say, nobody no watch that. Yeah? It has said, can't wait to go around and call people name and try to mix up people and do a thing named fishing. But me I tell you, it's a raper because the girl come out and put out a 13-year-old daughter. I put out them picture them. I know the nastiness on site. A boy they go to prison. Him a raper. I remember, you know, him say him get order for shoot youth. And my word, female word. Yeah? Anybody can call the name. Jane, you have to come with your proof. Remember, me never get a ticket yet. Go looking at the book up there and ask any police and ask them if my name in a book. My name can't in a book. Never. Can't remember we don't do street furniture and them thing there. So you see, this me like when him call me name because when him call me name, I tell you again, it don't go prove to show you say everything when I put up number one, it put up boy young, it and a police, it not young, it a tailpipe right for go get a wife. You understand? So these are the things when I talk. It obsessed a drunk man. A drunk man. Cause when you beat, it's a raper. I mean I say it for go to prison. And the joke me I make it for go to prison. The germs to go to prison. See? So when you put out something like that, things say somebody will come and give something. When them do it, it will go wreck itself more. Yeah? You can't obsess with me. Remember everything me do it recorded in a better. When me dey on BBC, over 20 million people are listening to me. You know? Me make my money. When you look at be an artist and be a show, me keep a member. We keep everything documented. You go to anybody where they pan them can and go talk to them and they will tell you, them never ever see me. Can't remember if you do certain thing, me not part with you. Then you know they pan the same league. Where me live, you can't come there. The police them not drive there. See? And nowhere, me never get a police stop me, much as give me a ticket. You understand? Yes, so my thing them documented. So we not listen garbage and shit. Raper, we not listen to. We are telling say a raper. You can't have an auntie put something and put it out. And this dirty thinking raper boy, yeah, drunk. I know it can't answer and people and still put out thing. Where it do? Let me tell you where it do. You have side like that. Where it do? It make people kill each other. For instance, you have a brother dead and you have a germs. It not put out nothing, it just come with an allegation and say, boy, like you say, Steve, kill the man now. Steve said, go kill the man. You don't see no paper, you don't see nothing. It just advise your listener. Dirty germs, you know. We kill ghetto youth, you know. We rape, you know. And run go tell lie for them colleagues, them, you know, because that thing do up there, so, you know. Forget heavens up there, you know. After them do all the killing and run, where that me, I tell you that it do. So we do it turn around and I push itself and think it's obsessed. You understand? But wait till I do know when I do that, no, it was, you know, it's a paid in format. That's what it is. So tell lie pan who to work with and run with it. And we not see that unless I run with that long time. Go tell it, say, hey, come talk about your raping and the amount of you to kill and all kind of things and the amount of lie you tell. You can go tell a lie and put up a man there without a proof. Yeah? Remember, me I tell you this, not even a ticket. Me, and you see me I drive. Police never stop me to give me a ticket. Never. Me not get a ticket. Not even a ticket. So my name could in a police station. See? UK, Europe and them place, my foot never walk into a station. See? Never. You understand? And any one of them can, if a man can say, but on me alone, him's that fucking piece of liar too. Him forget sing too. You understand? Saying? So when a man come and say something, him have to say, yo, come and see the proof, no? And one of them man apart, and we want to show the man a turn stitch because police, hey, I run with a piece of shit, man. Him for go, man. You understand? Yeah, him's a piece of shit. Because him sell out the same police them. But him do a lot of killing with the people them for know. You understand? So when you draw it out, it's a dirty raper too, and that hurt me more than anything else, you know. You kill ghetto youth, you rape, and then you go like a decent boy, you not tell lie. I be a lie and tell. And then me couldn't listen no side with the guy hide them face. And just some come and say, book back. Me, I feel my proof like this, then me dissect it. You think people are idiot? Eh? You have to come with a proof and fling your proof. Man. You think you can? That means anybody could have called your name pan line and say, Damien, yeah man, Damien rob a bank. And then when me have to jump and say rob a bank, eh? No man answer the raping. Him rape the girl for true. It's a dirty raper. Remember him shoot the youth for true, you know, and him get programmed to, you know. Remember him shoot the other one that talk about them, they send him a prison and him run and all kind of things, you know. But you, when you boss it a get, you know, and one enough up. It's a dirty thinking raper. And he's a killer, and I lie him tell the feds, and itch up over that, I lie him and tell them. See? Then him come with something first and say, me I turn police 7 times. When me I travel the world and they all over the place. He fool your fart. And yesterday him can't come and show me something like that. Eh? I never walk going to a police place yet much you got turn, you know, when I training place. I mean, I have no, can me never move off at not like that before. Eh? Him stink. Him stink. I dirty rape and everything, man. So you know, say a thing where him do, him a try, and him do a thing named fishing. So anybody can come tell him something. Blah, 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 blah. I remember, you know, everything where you do, it have a record and thing. For you turn a snitch, you must have work or sell something and them hold on upon you and them are charge you for something. Me never get. No police never stop me yet. My foot never go in our station yet. See? Me there even my foot never go in our station yet. Some live like free as a bird. Me not live around people. See? You understand? So we keep it real. Yeah, man. Back to classroom, yes. So we keep it real. So when you say a piece of shit like that, you say, yeah, you for go down, man. Them for charge you for the rape, man, and the thing, them, man. You're nasty, this, man. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. Tell it for go get it, file them. Then you should have tell it long time, white mice, man. Say, yo, stop calling money. You know, see a piece of shit, you flap yourself more. You know, at this, but wait, at this is that do to the ghetto youth, them, you know. That is that do to the ghetto youth, you have to stop it. Nobody could come online and come call people name, but this it calls people dead. Because when a man come and you have a nephew or you have a son with dead and thing, and you know you have a friend and a man, and might have a friend and a man come and say, oh, him set up a man that figure dead. You will have a part of the friend and send a man and try to kill him and then it cause more violence and everything. We do investigate them journalism. That a piece of shit. That a piece of shit. You understand? Yeah, man. You understand? No, but tell me one now. When it put out that, remember, it a the snitch, you know. Everything where it say it, you know. But it's a killer and it's a raper. A serial rape, it couldn't be the first girl. Could not. Back to the dunce business. We soon go straighten it out, man. Back to the dunce business. Run that.
These things. I'm confident that the results we're seeing are perhaps less than what you would have anticipated.
Number one, see Aleka Pacha.
I cannot see why the work done and the fact that these people within the community get this benefit, why we would stop it. That is, but I mean, I want to bring us back to what we're talking about. So the innovations, the technologies, you don't get results, you don't put them in place and get results the next day. It's a process of building capacity. It's modern technology, modern police techniques, it's responsiveness. These things give you incremental reductions over time. Now, just as a point, I mean, last year, I think in 2019, Belize's homicide rate went up, went down 24% last year. They implemented states of emergency. I'm just saying, something people can do research on and look at. I am in no way, and we make it clear, hinging everything we do on this. They don't solve these cases that Mr. Bailey spoke about. They are not the ones where we work with our overseas partners to get convictions in the U.S. for people who are affecting crime in Jamaica. They are not, the states of emergency don't do that. All it does is create less deaths in the communities where you have those sorts of problems. All of the public order matters. The crime matters. The fact that we have a 46% reduction in road fatalities and all that. All of that is just effort by the police, technologies that we have implemented, and the use we've been making of the additional assets. Those assets lead to better cases, more convictions, higher clear-up rates, more responsiveness on the road, ability to manage corridors where criminals may use, and create an environment where between the commission of a crime and being caught and being in custody and doing the cases is much shorter. So that's we're a national police force, and therefore there's no policing matter in the country that we don't deal with.
No policing matter in the country that we don't deal with. I'll be a bullshit attack, you know. So I'm going to look on the next one. Because I want the two of them are back, you know. You can't get a one day the back and I'll get a one. Remember look on the next one, but them say no. And this is embarrassing too. Look on the one.
Gradients, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I, Steve Graham, council nominee on the Old Harbour Primary Board of Management.
Yes,
I represent Mr. Ramon Fisher, who is unavailable, absent. I appeal for this opportunity to greet you today at the 2023 graduation at this School of Excellence. Graduation is a milestone of all levels. For the reason I feel truly honored to be here at all wonderful occasion, annual graduation ceremony at the Old Harbour Primary School Institute of Excellence. It is great joy I am here today to assure you all graduates that I know you face a rough task throughout your preparation, your primary school year, especially during the pandemic, and with all the preparation for PEP. But I have no doubt the series of scare events you endure during the period of for the road ahead. Online learning may have robbed you of many opportunities you would have had socialize, build relationships, and rapport with the teachers of your peers. However, that did not stop you from being an amazing student, putting in the necessary efforts, studying, putting your best foot forward, and making the best of an awkward situation while at it. There is no doubt each experience you have had, each class you enjoy, and even the classes you did not have, prepare you to deal with the whatever may come your way. We extremely proud of you and your accomplishments despite the many limitations, dropbacks, as well as setbacks. You are an inspiration of your dedicated and endured teachers, family, members, and friends. It pleased me to say, well done. You have made us proud. I would like to say to the teachers, parents, caregivers, mentor, I applaud and congratulate you for the many ways in which you supported them. To the class of 2023, as I say goodbye to you all, I urge you to be kind to one another, And remember, it is already being a good person at all times, for we all needs each other. You never know who you will need so it is important to understand people and be nice to all of the people you will meet in life.
This a Ukraine now. Z-Man. Z-Man, you know. Not E-Man, Z-Man. Ukraine, aka Z-Man. Where Z-Man I go, man? So this now, from 2014, them put him, because one of them did cross the floor, so them put him in. Yeah? Kachang, me say, the crab put him in there. So this a Ukraine and Gugu are two minions. Andrew minions, them, yeah. You know, so just what I say, knowledge of power. When if you study, first in study. No, which one of them are the bigger winner? The bigger, me don't understand, because the two of them in them own class, Yeah? Let me show you what I talk about own class before me ask, who win, who come up on top.
About the Jamaica you want to see, and how can each Jamaican, whether yard or abroad, contribute to the security of Jamaica?
So, I go through life being grateful and blessed.
Yes.
And I come at everything from that direction. Grateful and blessed. And I'm grateful and blessed to be a part of this, of Star Pro.
She never asked her that. Maybe just play a little talk and then me talk. Listen what she asked him.
Talk to us, please, about the Jamaica you want to see, and how can each Jamaican, whether yard or abroad, contribute to the security of Jamaica?
So, I go through life being grateful and blessed.
Yes.
And I come at everything from that direction.
Now move here from my screen. No, I can't take this no more. This a mash me up now. See? No, want to tell me now, want to make a vote because Google's them a watch it. Yeah, Google Z sound good. Google Z and Google Gaga. Who win, man? Or is a tie? Eh? Who win? Them the one they know where them no, come on now. Eh? Yeah, you see me I say? Yeah, no man, a piece of shit, that brother. Yeah, a piece of shit. I'm gonna tell you this. You have a boss, people if you just move away from that piece of garbage. A raper, you know. When you don't want to put raper. Don't call it. You say a raper. It name a raper. 13-year-old too. It for go to prison. I remember it's a killer. And it's a snitch. It's a snitch. It can't tell you everything about snitch. It's a snitch. Because the man them were trained with, remember, different police and the tape and tell lie about everything. And the lightest thing to man. Yeah, man. Piece of shit come and say about me, I sign up for police. And if him come tell you not that. Can you imagine a man like me know my thing documented? Never get a ticket. Never step in a police station. You know we don't work corners. No man can say, hey, me see me on there. So, you're not artist, man. You're not keep show. You have to go talk to some artists around there and them thing there. Them that tell you, say, hey, move, man. Move. You're full of shit. So I saw them run, says a propagandist that. It's a piece of shit. It don't go flap itself. Every time it do this, it flap itself more. It's a rape. Hey, as some lashes that forget to, Yeah, man, we are talking about, man. For rape. Look at 13-year-old. And then kill off, get up people and then run and a stitch and the rest of police them. And then do worse than them. Piece of shit and garbage. Yeah, man, come back to this. I know it's still look, man. You understand? I remember a tailpipe, Yeah, the police don't tell us, say, use up him exhaust pipe enough, man. You have tailpipe at all, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Where's the eyes on the file? Where say? Which one of them are win eyes on the file? Yeah, that is a JLP counselor, Graham. Stephen Graham. And him go to school, and I tell you, say, him traumatized the teacher and everybody. I'm matter of fact, me send up on the board. It's a man thing, man. Yeah, man. See, him traumatized and him on the board. He's on the board. That bad. That really bad. You see me, I say it bad, man. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Terrible. Eh? And then I represent Jamaica because tell me one now. As long as you love a party and you're dedicated to the party, then put in a position. And you have people that leave from university. Yeah? You have some scholars, you have some nice people that could get job. What them do, them just continue. You see me, I say? Them just continue with the same thing over and over again. It's bad. It's bad. It fit stop. Need to stop. It need to stop. Saying? When you stop them thing and him to move, them raise up in money to 5 million or 5.8 million a year. For what? If he just come talk with him talk, so who invite him to the school here? It traumatized the whole entire population of the school, including the teachers and principal. And it bad. It make just show you the kind of service you get from the council them. If you know, you know vote for. You know better. And when they have this, it's a joke. Yeah. You see me, I say? I be a light go on and tell man. I be a light now, but police want to kill him. No, but hear this now. Remember him. But tell lie and the police, they make them that want the one. So I'm going to tell them lie. Remember him do a lot of killing too, you know. Remember him do a lot of killing there. Saying, kill lot of you do and tell like a lie and then him going to tell lie and who him that work with. Them know. So I'm going to tell lie and them. You understand? And tell him talk what some man do, but him not talk himself. And then him want to put up something and you know tell like, no, I'm a raper. You know what him can't answer the auntie? Him cannot answer that auntie. Why him can't answer the auntie? You know why him can't answer the auntie? As she put up the picture of them too, you know. Look here, yeah. This is why him can't answer the auntie. Hear this. Remember the advice and you put it in a WhatsApp group. I know.
Chris,
over 2 months.
You know exactly what he did to my niece. Chris, no. When he was on vacation, I think it was a US Army, something like that. He came to Jamaica. He had sex with my 13-year-old niece. This happened years ago. Because he was an ex-police in Jamaica, no one go to the station. Because he claimed he was a bad man police from back then. But one thing my auntie always tell me, whatever in the dark always come to light. You're on YouTube all these days making videos about Dons and all these people. But you're not talking about the slackness that you have done to my niece. Chris, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You create a WhatsApp group and painting a picture like he was this good guy. He's not a good guy. He's a molester, a predator.
No, not my word. Not my word. What it should have done is get somebody, when them say snitch, I make them come and tell you the name and the time and one was snitch. Police, me and police not talk. No time. No police never give me a ticket. Never go in a station yet. That's me I try to show you. If you come with a man like me, remember my thing them documented, you know. Saying? So if you can't do this, say, you know, say, it's a piece of garbage. This you go to prison. I will not stop playing this. So I will play the rest of the thing then the way the police them will tell about him. And nastiness this, man. Is the next nastiness this. Yeah, man. Him for go to prison, for this hurt me, you know. Where the auntie can come attack, the cousin come talk to. So we have the word of the text them and everything. See? Cousin come talk to. This a raper. And it's a killer. Yeah, nastiness. And the auntie that put that in a WhatsApp group. You think me get it? Infiltrate it and get it. In a WhatsApp group. Remember now, we should send it to you know. In a WhatsApp group. And for them say, yo, answer that, you know. It no answer now. Over 2 or 3 months. That coming like a next politician where 27 months, he will take for answer something. Okay, now, if it come and try the night, you know, say people, they must step out. But tell the people about a killer police. They would have listened to something like this. They cannot get to people. And tell lie on the youth them for morning. Piece of shit. And then I talk about them want to kill him. One friend them want to kill him, yes, because he's a criminal too. He's a raper too. He's a tail piper. See? It's a criminal. So when him stitch out for him friend them, know him say my freaking day, you can't go man go lay some egg, man. You're full of fucking shit. You understand? So what I do, you know? It'll look safety. So when you talk now and then you have some people maybe around the world, it'll run now put out things. You soon you say people are threatening it. But they're not threatening it, you know. You soon see your people are threatening it. Because the feet kind of wear this, get possessed. Tailpiper. It's a man thing. It's a man thing. Yeah, man. Tailpiper. Yeah, man. This year, we have to condemn this to the fullest. You have, remember, you have data too, you know. You think an auntie can come out and some cousin come out and put things in your WhatsApp group and say you do something and you know come prove yourself. You can't talk to nobody around you. None, Drunkro. None, Tailpiper. All you do is sit down and stomp. Nasty piece of shit, you. Move! You germs, you. Yeah, man, go fly and pitch somewhere else, man. If you go to prison, that me I tell you. You need to go to prison. They need to deal with you. Nasty piece of shit, you. Me say, come answer the rape allegation. Remember now we are talking, Yeah. And them for run him where? Cause I'm a raper and I'm a killer. Him a raper, killer, and all these kind of little things. Them forget rid of him. So under all these fast things, and then when him do him trouble the police, them don't like him. Remember a civilian and no more police. You know? So if them talk now, him don't go make the complaint, say yes, them are threatening him. But they not threaten that. This a drunk, but they not threatening him. But him to go to prison for the rape. Yeah, man, it to go to prison for the rape, man. See? You understand? If you look for a man, when you look for somebody, you can't come. And I want people now, and I see what's not. Nobody. I them face. I can't come tell me nothing and just come talk. Remember, anybody can't say anything, you know. You can't say the sun black. You can't say anything. You can't say anybody. You have to come with the proof. We not do tabloid. He must have some freedom of information. You can't some people name and you say, oh, that and that and that, and you must can go get some things. You have to come with the proof. You understand? Come with it. Piece of shit, yo. You understand? When me in them places, we have studio, we wild up who. Yeah, man, anything wait for me here, music. They come and tell us, say, hey, Jetstar, Palmer. You know, Palmer, don't get them black on Jetstar. I'm not around put me. I can't prove anything around put me. So you know my circle. You know my circle. But come and talk and say, book back, every man I say, but we never see them man, I never see them man. Can you remember when I walk on, remember, you know, the street furniture thing there is not my thing. You see light post, and you see hydrant, and you see bus stop. We know another thing. You understand? We know another. See? So we keep it real. Look at. Yeah, Anjo. I'm alive, me depend on those heal up the people. Me I call you back in like 5 minutes when me done, you know. Heal up the people them now. Yeah, Anjo touch, you know, so we have some studio work for do so. You know, Anjo. Heal up the people.
Man, bless up Toronto.
All right, sir. Me soon sort you back, brother. Yeah? All right. Legendary Peter touch on that, you know. I did something there. So when we know the yard, so then you know our thing, you know our things here. Yeah. Say man and I will and it's a this everything there. Now I'm not time for mix up with Janko. See? And I look, notice. And then when it do know, go tell the feds them say people are threatening it. People smarter than nobody not threaten no Janko. Janko dead meat. But them the feds them for know say I'm a raper and I'm a killer. Them for know you can't work feds, you know can't work with criminal like this. Go and mass under these guys like the people, them are the police, them want him because him do something right. Never do nothing right enough, get to youth, him kill off. Then him rape off with a picnic. Yeah? Here the woman come talk. They see the in them WhatsApp group people. Not me, not my
Chris know exactly what he did to my niece. Chris know. When he was on vacation, when he was, I think it was a US Army, something like that, he came to Jamaica. He had sex with my 13-year-old niece. This happened years ago. Because he was an ex-police in Jamaica, no one go to the station. Because he claimed he was a bad man police from back then. But I want...
What more you want to hear from this? You don't want to hear from this? We cannot get to youth and all kind of little things. And sit down wait there and just push out all kind of assumptions. It's a piece of shit. When we put out the drunk, you know, the piece of shit right, you know. And me send twice on the file. I say, I assume, we don't know them capture the way to write, you know. Come I tell it fuck off, you know, eyes on the file. I say, don't even answer it, man. I say, hey, wait, send me email back, so drunk. Like yesterday, I see like my number ring. I eat, you know. Eat. I said it twice on the fire. So come here, always have a witness, you know. I call eyes on the fire. Matter of fact, I can show it. I can show it. See my number ring. I say, hey, I could just black. What a piece of shit, yeah. I ring my number for. See? I can show it, people. Let me just go. Let me go eyes on the file and I show it and then I show eyes on the file, right? All right, let me just show you this. Yeah? It's a nastiness. The germs. You see me? I say, the germs, man. These are germs that will on there. See, if I want to say, oh, see, come on, see it. Eyes on the file, I send the thing to you, right? Look on the one. Look at the piece of nastiness. I ring my phone. Let me see this. Yes, let me see if I hit this. See it? See the miss card. See look at the thinking over there. You see it, miss? See it number there. And you see time? You see it? Ring my phone. All right. So no joke. Come and see who I ring my phone. Yes. 13-year-old. Tell it for answer to these charges. That look nastiness. Yeah, snitch pan the police them after it do worse than the police wait a snitch pan. Yeah? I mean, yes, it's an informer for live and gunman for dead. It's a gunman, it's a criminal. It do it for hire to, you know. And enough get up people pick me tell lie pan. Not my word. Remember police tell me, not my word. But a 13-year-old thing, it hurt me to the core. Remember play it again. Yeah.
Chris know exactly what he did to my niece. Chris know. When he was on vacation, I think it was a US Army, something like that, he came to Jamaica. He had sex with my 13-year-old niece. This happened years ago. Because he was an ex-police in Jamaica, no one go to the station. Because he claimed he was a bad man police from back then. But one thing my auntie always tell me, whatever in the dark always come to light. You're on YouTube all these days making videos about Dons and all these people. But you're not talking about the slackness that you have done to my niece. Chris, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You create a WhatsApp group and painting a picture like he was this good guy. He's not a good guy. He's a molester, a predator.
People, it's a baby this, you know. This a dirty boy, I forget punishment for this, you know. And a joke me I make, you know. Can you imagine you have your daughter and when you look about my bad man police and rape the people, them little girl underage girl. And then itch up, Pandis I put out people and I call them name we never prove. We can't put out a shit. We don't prove a thing and say yes, this and that. Just push up people name to make them kill off themselves and mix them up. Eh? This a nastiness here. And then when him do about the people are threatening him. Because of that him a look, you know. Somebody say something, then him go back, the people are threatening him. So for the feds them protect him and know that him are the criminal. Kill off people and all kind of things. This boy have to go to prison. Eh? You can't go molest little pitney man. You know why you're none from something like this. It hurt, man. You understand? You see me I say? Eh? This boy have to get punishment. So I bombard him and know him can't answer the woman. And in WhatsApp she put that. And put up the rest of the picture them. Look here, you think this, and I go and like it good. You think this good? Look here. Look on this. I forgot card thing there now. Look here. Let me show you where it pose and where it look like. Let me show you now. Let me see if I can draft it up for you. See? Look, just look here, people. And the woman put up there now. Look here. Look in this.
Let me leave some picture. So look on this.
All right, look on the picture. We didn't go in the way. This look like something these 10 tuna people. This is when it look on it now. This look where it apart with them. They're not police, you know. You see it? Eh? Look here. You go put on there and look around. You see it? Look again.
See it? See there?
Look again.
This look on
We say them to come with evidence of things.
You know criminal. You say it pose up.
You see
Get a
it?
drink and wait a pose up with. Okay. See the next pose, yeah.
Look at that pose
Next
again.
pose, now. Get some other pose. See that?
With gun. The boy have him gun. The one that we don't know if a police in a bar again. No, this look like something innocent to the people. Eh? No, you don't act responsible. You don't even do this. That for sure it's a bad man is in this deal with another force. This wasn't a police, a criminal. Criminal. Eh? Yeah, man. You see me, I said? Yeah, no, man. You know, say, some of my 25 years now, man. Yeah, so when I live feet kind of life. But because we boss it, man. We boss it.
See that?
Look there. That means that the boy, they should get charged for this. Because we don't know the boy, if my police too. You see it live. So at this now, I compose up. Where it's a man thing, crown up with the top, so. And it want to compose up like it as somebody. It's not somebody. A criminal this. This a criminal. Just look upon where it do. Look upon the thing where it set. Eh? Remember, the woman, the same woman that talk about her niece, you know. They may away in leave with she, you know. So them fear them, you know, because he must show them said them I'm a bad man and have bad man links. Eh? And then I talk about in number one, it's not a police. It's not a police. And it's not young. A criminal. You see, police are going to the back, same like the police will call them name. It and it go the same, they're not the same squad. And other police. Some things, I may have some vice to it. When we done, we're going to let it go by itself. I'm going to call eyes on the file for 2 minutes. Eyes on the file, I'm going to call it for 2 minutes. See it? So people, when I'm talking up, I don't see me thing I ring, I don't know where to ring my phone. This piece of crap. It send something so to assume I be a Nancy thing. Eyes on the file.
Brother.
Yes.
Yes, brother.
That little dirty one here where we have people. At time for people run it to a man.
Yeah, but brother, I don't know what the police to my wait for. Because
no, but wait a do people are threatening it, you know. So I couldn't we run here because we don't threaten rapers. We don't go say police to go all the rapers. You see? And them thing there. Well, so we said come out and talk about snitch. Once again. So I eat at the snitch, you know. Because it has said
police. Him a rapist, brother. Rapist.
And killer too.
Underage rapist.
You tell that boy him to go to prison, brother. That drunk guy to go to prison. You notice when they ring my number, I send it to you. We always have witness. Yeah. I notice we have it. We keep things, man.
Yeah, man.
See? Ring my number. Why you ring my number? Germs. You remember when it sent the thing on my email? I said it soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all I won't go to all YouTube to backside. This is germs are. Eh? See somebody say, germs. I say, boy, him the shepherd. I say, yeah, shepherd. What am I do? I say my century. You can't change it to man of the wilderness. There is no way. No way at all.
So who cares about shepherd?
No, I don't care, motherfucker. You ever see me? People don't want to see me there all over the world and not see everywhere me there. Come a video that, you know. I'm take picture, I'm put them up. Anywhere where me there.
Yeah,
yes,
brother.
You never see me hide my face. When me attack Google and the police, you don't see my face.
Brother, me hear the hurt in the lady. If you play it again, more the people have to listen to the hurt in the lady voice.
When the woman talking, man.
It hurt me, man. And more did it address it and say, okay, you know what? This thing happened and so forth. And just carrying himself stuff.
Carrying himself, so him wrong, him shouldn't even rape the little girl.
You're right, he just carrying himself.
I tell him about my bad man police. See that? And then
Chris,
do one of them,
you know exactly what he did to my niece. Chris, no. When he was on vacation, when he was, I think it was a US Army, something like that, he came to Jamaica. He had sex with my 13-year-old niece. This happened years ago. Because he was an ex-police in Jamaica, no one go to the station. Because he claimed he was a bad man police from back then. But one thing my auntie always tell me, whatever in the dark always come to light. You're on YouTube all these days making videos about Dons and all these people. But you're not talking about the slackness that you have done to my niece. Chris, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You create a WhatsApp group and painting a picture like you was this good guy. He's not a good guy. He's a molester, a predator.
No, if the auntie can come out and say this, and then the niece, they never come out, or somebody.
Terrible, man.
You know, see him for go to prison. And then he must snitch on the man, them, but the same police, them and tell lie on them, and then I call, them call, your name say, you cooperate with police. Cooperate with what kind of police? That's how I do. I'm live, that's how I live. I'm live, man.
Yeah.
You matter about life. And it's glad, you know, because this is how I tell life on the youth, them. So people, you see when a piece of shit like, remember, you know, me I pay this, I know my advice. The woman put out all of them pictures in her own YouTube thing, in her own wait name? In her own WhatsApp
group. Yeah.
I know him not anxiety, you know. You see me I said?
That's what me not understand.
You can't repeat me and then you push up yourself and boy you depend. That's why I'm dying him dirty face. I want to put up the junker, you know. The woman say him, you know.
See, I right.
That's why I say I want to see them CV. So when I'm doing something I'm fishing, the other day I'm going to say, something never leave Paliva Road yet. Never. So to me name bro, never talk to them yet. Can I chat to you? I tell you some chat to you. Me say me a lot gun for brown. But me still me a snitch, you know. In a UK, me a gun for brown.
But that don't make no sense either, brother.
I mean say informer for live and gunman for dead. So that makes sense again.
Yeah.
Cause him a informer, you know. Him a snitch. He must snitch. So I'm self him I put me in his shoes. Him food that. Yeah, man. But you see, and must snitch. Him must snitch on the man them when him and them work.
Yeah, but snitch and informer are two different people, you know.
You understand?
Snitch are the man where him sell, just as an example, him sell drugs, him get caught.
Yes.
So the police say to him now, okay, you have to give some big fish. Right? So that's a snitch. Right?
Okay.
An informer is just somebody really we see a crime or something wrong and they might inform the police or authorities and what happened.
Yes.
So if him is a master snitch, he must just
killing enough thing him do, you know. So that's why you see him rush the police them and then him rush them and them thing. It's a snitch. He must snitch.
Yeah, but he must walk in.
Yeah, but him a rapist.
Yeah, but he must go deal with the rape case.
Eh?
The man has not admit or deny anything about the
all right, let me ask you something. All the woman get the whole of them picture. Get everything come deny it. The first thing I ask you, you know. The woman remember him and no artist when thing them up there and nothing, make sure them not dead. But she could have put out the whole of them. Without him, when him a bar with some youth with them a film gun or something and him gun cock off. Because him want to frighten the people then. The woman put the vice out and say, this is what you do to me 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's why I'm dealing with the rape.
No.
Right?
This German can't come and open his mouth. Eh?
He might use the Batman policy to get you with crimes like rape in an underage girl.
That is it. But if I do him, if I give him one program again and them have to start investigate this piece of shit here. Them have to yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Them should have jump on this and try to find out what happened.
No, man, you can't. But remember, you know, him shoot the youth, but the order him get. Say no man the order.
Yeah, but that alone is a crime.
This boy is a piece of shit. I not drive the drunk crow. It's a tailpipe. It's a man thing. Yeah, man.
No, but it's upsetting still. Any kind of rape that you hurt,
because it's like you're release and you rape and then you can't talk. Like it's a damn thing. And I would say my bad man.
It hurt, man.
Afraid to talk because him do the rape and them afraid because he might be a bad man out there. That enough for them, eh?
So we must. So every Batman police are rapists and
yeah, man.
And no, but hey, Fitzville, we don't want to do it, but also looking at this thing, I know, at least solve this a case, you know.
No, but you're right. Bad boy, Trevor, you're blind now. The first thing he come out and say, me try to turn police 7 times. That's the first lie, you know.
That's the biggest lie.
Brother, you know, see me there everywhere. Me there everywhere long time, you know.
It don't make no sense, brother.
It can't make sense. Jane? So if you do that now, you should have my thing now and say you see him there, him this or something. 7 times I try to turn police. Then him turn to my album when I up on the wall. See there? Fully I'm on dangerous album, 16 thing album. Then him start attack me album now. Say, hey, see them, so that this, that and that. That not work neither. Then I come with something now where you can't work now. He starts, he stitch pan man, but you wait for do know if you give the man them name, Oshkanda, the man them the depend. When me did too, how much coke? Can you sell himself coke? Remember them rap people, you know. Remember them rap people, weed and thing and can't out I even got geese and out of Taylor land, you know. Remember him rap people, you know, take with them things and then go get them selling. A criminal
from me here,
listen to this piece of garbage.
Brother, from me here, out of film mouth, he said that he got orders not to kill the brother.
Him shoot the youth.
But I him shoot the youth.
You know why you don't expand this?
Incredibly shot from this, brother.
Where this
I'm gonna like to find out is who give him the order that he must go talk about now. Who give him a criminal to you know?
See
who will give the order a criminal to you?
Yeah, see him get a man like man having gun there. See there? I drink them a drink in a bar. See that? Look on this. For you see this, you know, I did criminal, big time criminal. So yeah, man. And the man them say, if I remember go school, you know, he might tail pipe, you know, if I remember go training school. So him just to get with other police, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, them say a tail pipe if I remember go training school, man. Use up him tail.
Okay.
Like him a blobster tail.
Okay.
So you can't
sorry to hear that, you know. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. A stumpy, you know.
Yeah, but brother, there's something when you show earlier, and it's a second about this rapist, but underage rapist, so underage rapist, and there's something forget about him. But this brother here, where came on like some kind of platform graduation thing.
Yes.
Who was he represented? Because we don't get it good. We don't fully understand if it's a communist gone bad.
He's a counselor. My JLP
counselor for what?
JLP counselor for the same division.
He's a JLP counselor.
Yes.
No, man. No, brother, I like about that JLP.
Yeah, man, them put him in from 2014. Remember, I said when we do things, you know, we show it, you know, when it does start. Look. When we do things, we like show it because we know just want say it and we not show it, you know, we show it, you know. You see me, I say, we just go back to it. Yeah.
Brother, you really believe it? So it represents some people?
Yeah, man, then yeah, man, a counselor. And then him dep on the board, they like them put him on the school board too.
You know, if you dep on a 2x4 board or something, understand that. When you talk about
no, sir. See me? I'm not sure the people
look upon this and see, I read the Jamaica this, and this is from
see that in a paper this, see that?
2014, February 2014. JLP council crosses the floor, right? I remember see this. The governing People National Party, PNP, has confirmed that councillor from the opposition Jamaica Labour Party has crosses the floor.
All right, and this is why they put him in. Because when he crosses the floor, I just go to him and show you. So people, this is what we talk about. When we talk, we don't just talk. You know, you have to have the evidence of the thing, and you have to do your thing, and you have to have your thing right, you know. So when you're talking like them can't come and say, no, Allah, I'm not telling you, no, this and that, and one bag of foolishness. Look, no. See that, look.
All right, continue now. There has been concern that he has been cacoozing with the PNP for some time. We kept working with him, and eventually the party decided that he should be removed. We have appointed a candidate for the seat already. Maybe
so she candidate,
Crab said. What the candidate? In a subsequent statement, it had appointed Steve Graham.
Steve Graham. See him there? So you see if I'm one of them appoint him, I swear if I'm one of them appoint him. And a Crab said, see, they just look up that Crab.
Brother, let me tell you, say, I know me believe, say, it's not like some kind of propaganda or setup or something, you know. And brother, because of something, I don't take it lightly. If somebody is a slow learner or have problems, I don't take them things lightly, you know, because some people are like that.
Yes.
But this, they should have never, whoever gave him the appointment to go and do the presentation, they did him injustice, sir. They did him injustice because they must have been aware of his capabilities. You understand?
Yes. But
right? So I am on the phone and nobody
we can't graduate and
we can't read.
Yes.
All right, we don't do that.
But what may I say to you, brother? What the idea we might bring to the table? What kind of idea you can bring to the table, brother?
Not, brother, I cannot believe. I thought it was a comedy sketch we're gone bad first, you know. That's what I seriously, you know, that's what I thought it was, you know.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, man.
And then when we see him reading one day, see, and they do all the way talk, we're Jamaican, so we say, yo, hey, you know, say this and that, and yo, I try we go down there. We talk like that. But this is in a formal setting. It's similar to what your daughter went through the other day, right?
Yes.
With the graduation, right?
Yes.
So everything was formal, right? Yeah. So you can't have a man up there now when you put this in this awkward position. I read you announce that this man, I put a disclaimer then.
Yes.
Said this man, you know, does not so and so properly, but he'll do his best. Yeah. You understand the message? Because people have all kind of, you know, issues sometimes, you know, slow learners and so on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And some people have, you know, have all kind of illness and thing where cause you not to be able to read or even see numbers properly. You understand? So we have sympathy for that, and we understand that.
Yes.
But this is a total disgrace.
Yes.
And if this is what the Labour Party are representing them, then Jamaica is in a very sad.
Remember now, brother, them say they don't want to cross the floor. So they want somebody more say, you know, you're loyal to party, not to the you know, patriotic. You have to loyal to party.
Right.
And then put you in a position. No care where you can do. But me, I tell some people, say, I would not vote for a guy like that. You must come yourself and vote for yourself. I'm gonna come
right.
You cannot do this. The place cannot go back to you. Can't.
And are you telling me that he doesn't realize the damage that he has done?
Great damage him done to the school and to the
school.
And I was.
Yeah, to the Labour Party, to the school, to all education institution. You understand?
Of course.
This is really bad. Right?
Hear this again now. Here, Carlos, big up yourself. Carlos say, yeah, fact. And said, yeah, fact. You always have the proven fact. But hear this now. You see, even when I tell Eyes on the Fire about him look a while, I have to draw up something on him for sure. So I can say 2017, when we look RJ of him, and we know send him they cross the floor and other things of him, and then you match it. So you have to do your own research.
Yeah.
You have to have fact to talk for back up what you say. And if you not have that, I don't want to hear you. We can't do tabloid. We can't, people will know this now. We not do tabloid. So me not come on and say, when the woman talk, I play you for come, him for come and say, not even answer.
Yeah.
You can't
admit or deny, man. All you have to say, I did not rape that young girl, or you understand? Admit or deny.
You understand? So I look a piece of shit. When I know about me, I know who we live. But who around me, like, you know, you have some people that around me, I know, so, okay, them man, we don't do street furniture thing. And if you not do my thing, you can't come on me because that's straight manners. Yes. So we're not busy about people. I'm in Jamaica, I live around me. So I don't know what I do. I'm not really interested. If I'm here alone, I rub out some road too, you know. Like when I tell her, like, on the file, I laugh. Yeah, but I don't call the road name today. I'm not telling you, one of them are white against road. And then I want to, tell them that I want. Me tell them, say, yo, come in like people, you know, you're in a place and you look at what this side. And say, hey, me should have a race and carry up, me just rub it out. I'm a black kid. Eglinton. White Plains Road and them. Me that rub them out. Just rub them out. Get somewhere go, man. You get something for do, man. Stop it, man. Stop the foolishness. Yeah. Because I like when people progress, you know. I'm telling you, you know, I identify with my eyes on fire attack, you know. That just laugh as you know. We'll share a little thing with you, know. Because, you know, this is just me. Because I work this life, we don't like it, you know. Yes, we don't like a thing there. You know, street furniture thing now work. See? So when you see a little raper like this now, and you see the action, and I say, put up. It me glad when it do that, because it only prove my point to show you all of everything when put out about the youth them not gonna defend themselves. A lie. Him not come with a proof. Phone run with it. Nothing. I use things and dissect it. Nothing.
But his own words was proof enough against him, in my opinion.
Him shoot the man, but him get orders.
Him shoot the man, him get orders not to kill.
Of course. Not me say it, and then the police them work with him. Him tape one other one with us, get him number, me and him good. You see me I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, but the police there were calling where him trying to discredit. The police is an honorable police to me.
Because
the one that got the bunch of shots.
The same man them shoot up the man. Give him much shot. You see, these are the things that me I tell you, like you never even know. So these are the things, but it's a rape and what half of the rape are there. See? So anything what we talk, we like to documents and everything, we like to prove of it.
Yeah, man. In a little device, man. I release 13.
When me say I'm married much time, don't you see a wedding picture behind me?
Yeah, man.
Go check the pastor if I'm in church, I'm married. Dear pastor, I want to read about him. Because I can friend them selective still, And people want to move it, Yeah. Yeah, man. Because maybe we don't know that. But that just me that, You have a different kind of principle about you. See? So who you think say me and them don't move good and you might have see them like when I say Ian Boyne. Me and Ian Boyne them move from early 90s, man. I know just when you see me and him show them up more. Yeah, I say, but no, man, me and them, man, they want me keep something like, they keep something, some talent show for look for you, him come, him and me judge. You know when I'm a judge for me, I me and the man them good, man. That's a Ian Boyne. So you hear someone say, and you say, me different, man. And me and most of them, man, they from TV, from the media. Me and most of them from media houses from long time good, Okay, you hear me about them, tell me about them, no, sir, some stay. Me and them good. Me have no friend through the whole place. Winston William, big up yourself. Say I could have Gaga Brown and nothing Gaga man and Norman Martin Gano, no, never will be Gano, man. But me and every man, man. From morning, man. See, so me live a different kind of life. You understand me, I say? Yeah, man.
Real thing, man.
Yeah, man. And then my thing they've documented under there. So if you say book,
yeah, man.
I can't draw you through something and put it through something. Yes, and I go nowhere to me, So when me do that, me like have a proof or something. You see, like when the woman come talk, and I know this look drunk up. Can't work, hey, him forgot prison for these things.
Yeah, man, he must carry himself, so him can't deny it,
Yeah?
Just carrying himself, brother.
All the time, it go flip other police, and then I try to push them and that thing, and I go like it decent. I have some people are going like it decent, that shit. That shit.
Yeah, man. If you carry himself, people have no respect for you.
People are running to car, people are saying, but look now. You never see them on the corner. Them man are not even not speeding ticket, brother. Me not get ticket. Police not stop me for what? In the UK, my foot never go in a police station. Never. Police never stop the man here. For what? Oh. You fool your fault. Saying, but these are the things where them go around and do is tell life pay get to you. It also me a year say, because I remember me not watch this. Because I not watch Germs, Me not go watch it. I like people that tell me something like this. And then me respond same time. Because me not ramping. Saying them say, oh, Brown, me a like gun for Anthony Brown and Jack Flash. Anthony Brown and what have you. Me never chat to these people yet. Can me chat to them, me not chat to them. Me say me I live on Oliver Road. Me never live on Oliver Road yet. Never! Everybody I eat, I hear them. I say, I will take that food here. When get that
but remember, you talk to Demos.
Be a fast to and all kind of things. And they call that for police station. And I say, no, the man and him can't call nothing, boy. I say, man. No.
Yeah. But remember, say,
you never even know that. You never even know that.
Yeah, but me say, it don't understand because look, you talk to Demos, right?
Yeah, man.
And Demos is a man now we deal with Brown them and have access to them, right?
Of course.
And him come out and him come and say, no, you know, deal with them man. So it don't make no sense everywhere him flap. It's just stupid.
But these are the amount of lies. When they do a thing in fishing, so them show it out. In a film thing now, when they show something, him thinks somebody are calling them already, they are straight looking nasty fucker, yo. In that foot type. Nasty this. And
Yeah.
you never want them for the rape at me, man. You can't.
Yeah, but me I say, brother,
can you imagine the little girl for grew up now and graduate and go through and it a traumatize her same.
Traumatized, yeah.
Big old dirty nasty monster hearing and they are testing, you know, is a tailpiper. I rape the little 13-year-old baby.
Underage girl, brother. Underage.
All of them picture that them have it with him. And could have finished.
See? So what me I say, no, brother, if you never disown, remember say Demus apparently, you know, unfortunately went on death row for all kind of stuff, right? And you see, you know, disown him. You never disown Demus. So why you would have disown? Why you would have disown? Why you would have disown Brown if you didn't know them? It don't make no sense, brother.
That don't make no sense. And you see, remember, you know, any youth from me and them grew up. You think the business about Google Gaga, nobody, me and you grew up, me and you grew up. Me and your virgin. What am I going to do? Say, me about it. No, sir. And my style, the man got death row. Me interview him.
Yeah.
And it has show some other people say, yeah, you know, the road might have long.
I mean, I tell you.
And that. I have enough more youth. Them dead off. I'm talk about it. It's a traumatized.
If you ever listen to the youth, the brother, me not disrespecting of youth, but I say, as a man, but me I tell you, the brother there, him so genuine, you know, when he talk, you can hear if you ever listen to him stuff. Yeah, Demus, man, I'm genuine in them things, man. And when he talk, man, he's not playing a show, you know, he just genuine in a concerns with the youth, them and everything, and he wish them could take a different road from what he did take, you understand? And he's genuine with it, and I respect him for that. Yeah, man.
No, yeah, bad boy, me never get stopped for a ticket yet. You gone too far when you say me never get arrested or me never get arrested. When me never get stopped for a ticket. Arrested, they got that out of the box completely. So no police never stop me in a UK yet. Much said you go get a ticket. If it stop me and say, yeah, speed, see a ticket here. See? Okay. In a Europe, the same thing. So the police never stop me and give me a ticket yet. Not even a ticket. So my foot never go in a court. My foot never go in the police station. See? I remember I'm in a whole corner. You see me I say? Yeah, man.
True, man.
Rape a 16-year-old girl by his own party. Of course, someone them call them out. So them for call them out. But when you have dirty raper like this, all people have a dirty thinking, nasty dirty thinking raper like this, and they pan like him, it a good smarty. You have to run with that, man. A change where I say. And then you know say, it did a kill get a youth. You say, hey, look at see a CV, look at dirty nastiness you. Wanna applies to that. Wanna run it where? And you can't come rape people. For a phone at that time rape. When that kick up and stink. When you should have flooded it already. Take up some petition, it go answer these things. The auntie come out, come talk. It no answer. And then you have some little foo one day that follow him and say, like on our minions, you can make this. See that gun in it waist and barely condemn thing. Just look on the pose up. Tell me something. Go get a picture. You go look for any picture. With me. Look at him have gun in a film picture, though. Look at. Now I'm showing you something right now. I'm showing you something right now. Right now. Go on him up. Look at that picture here. I'm going to tell me can get his timestamp. This is that thing when you're up at the nightclub. You see me in a yellow there, so you say, who that I sing this? So this a downbeat sound. This, see there, a 97 this. Early 97. Yeah, this is early 97. All right. See, you see that? I sugar mine at that. See me there? That one end of the car key, I think a tough is that. See Mikey American, I touch him at there. See sugar mine at there. And Marlon Stewart. And over more in the corner, downbeat. This is up at that nightclub. Look. Remember, me tell you, say everything recorded, you know. Look. I mean that you see I talk this. So don't see the date, the stamp date, see there? See my thing that I look at me, I say we can drop more. See? This is down a Philly. This is 97. You see it? See there? You see the stamp? Okay. You see the one stamp? Okay. So anything when we go, you have time and stamp. So for you put me with music and them things, they're everywhere. Where you just see it. But it is there. It have time and stamp, man. And you say, me and sugar there, so? Then when we're done, we just go back to New York and I'll be a two that you have to do 2 albums, me do one. And I'm advising when I'm advice.
Up there. I mean, vice about the studio. Me advice about the tune that I humble lion and them thing. I may take advice. You see me? I say, yes, it's there, man. Some what my thing them documented. So you see me that I see Sugar Man that, don't it? After and don't beat the ruler. After they done that show, they go back up and finish up the album where we are doing do it. See? It, and if you look over the place, appear that you see me with all over the place. A different thing. You see it?
That's why being in the force could never suit you. It wouldn't suit you.
Man.
You understand? So the 7 times what him claims that you go into the force.
Yes.
No, you're there about the place, so it not add up. It doesn't make any sense.
No, but each time you come out with this, so we calculate we go blast it, you know, the rape, you know. This boy have to answer to him rape. So we are come blast it now and drive it up. Because if you answer feet rape. And people for stop that shit here and dry mouth for them for dry mouth for. Cat a raper. It's a straight raper. Piece of shit here. Eh? It do it one thing and I do it one thing and I call my name and I put me in a driver's seat. Piece of nastiness. Dirty thinking raper. Eh? Get a youth and run you and go stitch up on the same police them. And them each up around you are going like yes. But you're not mad, you're shit. He's a shit. He's a piece of shit. You see me I say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, a piece of dirty shit, man.
True, man.
Eh? So we have to take it down with a piece of shit. So when they did and lick it too and say, come on, when you come out here, you're going to get more crush. You nastiness.
So turn in himself, brother, and face the charges, them, brother. You rape an underage girl, them say.
Of course.
So just go face the charges.
And them went in for the charge sheet, all one them when run off.
Yeah. And prove yourself innocent, brother.
Nasty piece of shit, yo. Yeah.
Prove yourself
and
innocent.
Then, when if you look for him CV, you know, the woman come and put it in a WhatsApp group and I know this piece of shit. Can't open him some people and say, oh, she makes it sure to proof. She push up all the picture then.
Brother, remember say, I when you post him picture, the woman find out who that, you know?
Yeah, and come talk. And then when you look them put up some picture, them picture that so evil. May I show you a picture with me? I'm using that, but look at the picture them with you. I saw me you this, yeah, go and I do one bag of things. Me have to wonder what is, what is see that? One day I'm going to know if it. See there, a film gun the youth have. See, look on that. Look on that. Eh? You see me? I say? No, he not set me up. He can't set me up. Remember, you know, the man, them who they just laugh of time. Because man who know them kind of man said, oh, you go call a man like this. When you sit and him never run, them man they not do what you say man do and them things. So we know say you lie. No, wait, it's nice, you know, because it has show them say, oh, a long time I tell lie. And that it a do. You never know. And that this a do, Peter, look on it. See it, you saw it cock it gone, then you could have listened to a piece of shit like this. Look on it. You know criminal. You saw it pose up. See it? That drink and wait to pose up. See there? Look on it. Them there no police run it. This look like this a being a road model to you. Eh?
No, sir.
You understand? This look like any road model to you? Eh?
Just worth
this
a piece of
garbage. This a piece of shit. Look on this. Eh? Wait, okay. Nasty piece of fucking shit. Rape and nastiness. Eh? Look on here. Look here. Eh? Some look wrong thing. See that? But wait, let me tell you something again. You know when I used to run through this. I wonder if I'm going to know if it's a police. I know police. I want to give him gun. See that? Them pose up. This look like it nights in a bar. In a bar. They make a come talk to no. Eh? Them here. No police don't do this. You don't even do this to the backside. You understand? Look here. You see this right face? It's a soccer plan too. You see it? Look at that thinking job one. This don't make a come chicken. And I go like it decent. More give a shovel, man. See it? Big dirty and stink. Look on the top. Bomb bucklet. And I don't know if it's a volcano. I don't know if it's a cone that. And think this is a ugly summer or something. I don't know. Look on the piece of garbage. Look at long antenna, let foot dirty, look at now, and then look at dirty now. Jesus Christ. Look at a big dirty monster like this, I rape the little girl.
You better?
Big old long drunk man.
Thinking monster. Wait, look at me. Eh? Look on this.
And this will make a chicken. Set a the youngest drunker. Look at now. Look at clean up a little dirty thinking room, man.
Look at the nasty.
Clean a little drunkenness, man. Look there, man. Look where it living, man. And it's a drunker, you know, but look, it's like an outside. That a bed. Look at the drunker. You want to don't make this chicken run up on this scheme pound here. Look on the top, watch her. Look how the face nasty and dainty. Look on this. Like a cookie bear or something. You see it?
Bad, man.
No, sir.
It's bad, brother.
No, but this is a raper. That's a show that raper. And that can't get to a car. We say a raper. But I give that show today. We want that show, so we give the show. You understand? We want to notice. We give that show later. Yeah, man, we forget that show. I want to play back all of the tape them now. I run back all of them tape them. Make him come and go run him tape them. Them are police we are running. They work with it. See, not my word. Not my word. So they might tell you everything about it. So we are going to run the tape on it. Yeah, man, I run it when we're done. And me said, Earth, my brother, you see the little girl when we rape. I one of the wickedest thing, brother. This piece of germs have to go to prison. You need to go to prison. Need to go to prison.
No, man.
Fucking shit. Go on and snitch on him one police friend then. After him do so much crime and rob so much, man. Tell life and breathe. And they are testing, you know, when me that England, me never see breeze yet, you know. Well, you know, me never see them. You understand, never see them. Never see me. See? So me a man, me no know, you unless you come and show them or something. You know what I'm saying? And remember then you can't come and student either. You know, me no work, so you know. Yeah, man. My thing them are different principle thing with the me no fun of people them kind of way there. You know my kind of thing, don't it? I mean, I take that. So I take that, none at all. I mean, fun of people them kind of way there, you know? Not my thing. See? That is a man thing. man thing, you know what, you know? When I say, I try to convince some people, when do you know, him fuck up himself because, you know, me I try to show people long time, say, is that piece of liar this, and then me make up anything and put up. And no man can put up something without come with your proof, your solid proof. No man. You understand?
Sure, man.
And you have to call a name. You see when you say stitch to somebody that says stitch, you have to say, oh, but him stitch ban well, Al Capone and Bonnie and Clyde. And that ever say, you know, and when my youth are them Dapper Dan. They say, yeah, man, him stitch ban Dapper Dan. And yes, man, and Sammy the Bull. Because you know we over name your call. Fucking idiot. You have got to think about some dead people now, you know. Sammy the Bull. They can't think about nobody at Jamaica, nobody attack. They might tell you, say, hey, them man and the way I say, you're a piece of shit. We never see them man in a real life. Never. So it's a flap. Tell me, I tell you, it's a flap you. So you have got to think of something else. Now, maybe just say Bin Laden. You want something for them to say, yeah, man, I'm stitched from Bin Laden. Fucking ass said. I use a snitch from the police then. That's a lot about cowboy night and the mouth clap like us. But film head, say the tone push up film head, eat a cone. Tone eat a cone. Yeah? Yeah, man. yeah, man, the tone eat a cone. Eh?
Yeah, no, brother, man, tell you.
Yeah, man, go find something, go a dog, make them go charge for beast to cut that you do. Start back your face, man. Fine, I go get a life. But the little girl where you rape you, half a face justice, you look a nastiness, you. Piece of shit, you. You understand? And then, number one, I don't know how people could have make somebody hide them face and then you go subscribe to a channel. With some germs that talk foolishness. Ooh, how do you skill? Let me tell you how it's dangerous to Jamaica. And then make people dead, you know. When you think of it, if you did have a son or somebody dead, right? And then a piece of germs just come online and just say, well, or this man. But you look at your good friend around you, you know, and him go call your name. You will start pre your friend, brother. Especially the younger set of youth them. You understand? I don't want this. And then have no proof or nothing, you know. Them on hide them face and talk and then you run with that. No, man, you have to come with the proof, man.
And it caused death, you know, because you know, a man come up and say, yo, you know, so the man that kill the man there, and then you find out, so the man them kill, and you're nephew, you know, no. Then you start getting peer pressure now. You see the man said the man that kill the nephew, you're going like, hey, that. We are going to do.
And you know, so this is to kill and them thing, and run and I hide and I said this. That's why I did the issues.
So, and next man, so the man go kill the man now, because he might get peer pressure now, when I say, yo, you need to do man say,
war. Them look a drunk, you are raper and killers. So them want to see more blood run. You think them, for them program that do nothing good for the society. We attack issues. If you get a better Jamaica, you run around, get up people, you know, say, you're in trouble. You understand? We don't do that.
Sure.
You know, sell out, get a youth. Now call them all kind of name and call them, like some people that come call them corner this and call you. You don't do that. Where them forgot? Them should have some play field to go kick them ball and all kind of little things. You don't look at any country. A matter of fact, me tell you, any country put the youth, them, and old people asses are failed state. Remember, you know, we're not flapping, we keep it real on here, you know. Yeah. 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 Where say you black? Yeah. The man said, Trevor say him black in can't tell him go find a girl. No girl no want him, no girl. Well, girl I was. Make it bite him. I'm a raper. He's a raper. So we're going to play back the whole of the thing them for him, because I want him like hear them, you know. But remember, I said, look at dirty thinking letter. You know, when I look at people, germs, put something on my email box. He make a lawsuit about lawsuit. And I write, you know, say I write now the third person. You didn't see it. Me just showing it, you know.
Yeah, man, it's so embarrassing, too.
Me just show them, man. You don't know, me just come and show it, you know. Eyes on the hey, come in rush, man, hey, motherfucker, hey, don't, hey, move your look at nasty thinking. Eyes on the fire, I said, don't, not pay no man. So when I come out now, you see me pay no man. Hey, me tell you this, come in around put them, you know. We never put rapers and them thing, man. You see me, I say?
No time at all, brother.
No
time. Underage raping even worse.
No time at all. All right, see, remember say me can't drop where it's right. You say me can't drop where it's right. See that people? I know sound like anytime I talk, I know sound like. See that? See there? Find on my inbox, and this was one. The 20th March, see there? And this are one bag of crap to it right. Send it in my email box. That piece of dirty, this dirty stinking piece of shit. One guy on YouTube and all kind of thing say it a lawsuit and me if take down video. We dey look at dirty thinking self. I don't care if I right. He must have done the man the way right. You wanna see it? Send this in my email box. Can you remember anything we do, you know? We not see there? You see? See there? And put Jamaica. Remember, you know, this is a lie again, you know. This is not a police. And I know Jamaica ain't either. So those way to use alone, it mislead people. Misled you. If it did put X something on there, X drunk crow, but crow bait. You understand? But you know, put Jamaica young this. You're not police and you're not young. You're a raper. You're a killer. Yeah? You're a drug smuggler. You're a drug smuggler too, you know. Yeah, the man them talk. Of course. And I'm a hit man. No, I'm a hit drunk crow. So when it's like this, me say when me do so, you notice me copy it to you. I have to know don't answer it. I answer a little piece of germs. People look. See that? Let me just see. See that? See dirty thinking logo there. And this is in my email. See that? See the letter of intent to sue. See that? All right. Let me show you. To sue you in United States Federal Court. Yeah, that. People, now make a read a little thing. See that? See that?
It's embarrassing. No, I'm not sure, but it's something embarrassing.
No, see the people. Letter of intent to sue you in United States Federal Court. I never know it's a federal court. And you see the time?
But it's a civil lawsuit about that federal. Can I understand?
I never know, say, because each up there and things that are also federal. And if that's every minute, because I'm FBI, because yes, the same, I must teach him I work with them. Yes. But you can't sue people in a federal court. Civil matter, you sue people in a federal court, people. Me tell you, say him daft your far. Him full of shit. Him full of shit. Eh? You understand? Him full of shit. Sue me in federal court.
So believe it or not, you have to write over the letter there, because it don't make no sense.
No, but you sue somebody in a federal court, brother. Federal court, I send you to prison, brother, when you go to federal court. People
Yeah,
sue in a federal court.
Yeah, it's a Fed, yeah.
Federal court, that you know. Eh? So wait, you know,
probably
use federal
know.
That for sure you know, it identify itself. It work. It snitch out on people and say, okay, I have the federal court, everything a federal, everything a fed. So I'm gonna sue you in a federal court. Fucking idiot. Eh? Eh? I'm talking about defamation. Eh? Of character. See that? See that? I mean, if you sue it in about me now, time for it, see that? And one by see that letter of intent for sue for defamation of character and put it to the dirty name. See? Effective date. Wanna see it for yourself? Dear Mr. Wayne Lonesome Brown, of intent to sue shall serve. Where am I right? Me not tell you say I'm fucking idiot this letter of intent to sue shall serve as formal notice. Eh? Him not say him not continue to sue you or something. To sue shall serve. And a liar right this night there now. And a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Eh? He possess. Eh? Eh? So as a farmer notice that and put him near young drunker intends to commence. Wait a minute, say. The young drunker intends to commence a lawsuit against you due to the following defamation of character by calling me a thief, a robber, a rapist. You're a rapist! Look here. You see it? Yesterday he was a rapist. And him not answer the woman, you know. Eh? And then he not answer a robber. Let me tell you, it write some foolishness here, see? A robber this, that, and the kind of answer itself. It fool your fart. So we have this. So he said, it dial me number, go tell people about me. Dial what?
Hey, brother, may I run here now?
Eh?
May I run here, brother?
Yeah,
may I run here?
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right.
Well, we're going to do a full story about it, man, because it's too enough now. Too much. It will go to prison. Feds, when you can't work with a criminal like this, you tell them no lie and all kind of little things, yeah? Yeah, man. When a time for you to get rid of it. Eh? Eh? He now send this to the auntie, man. If you expose it, no, sir. But another that, when him he might write this, you know, but here where him want, where him did want now, him did want me take it off of the take down my thing. Hear him now? 1 A robber. Look here. 1 A robber. Me don't know what this is my right because me don't lie on the right so now. 1 A robber based on your and me that go cause been arrested, charged this and that. Jurisdiction. 2 robber. A robber, which is not valid. You might tell me about you're valid. You're valid, you're a criminal. You're a robber, you're a raper. You're a hitman. You're a juggis. You're a thief. You kill off, get a youth and tell a lie and send off a prison. Like what you do, but let me tell you this. When you open your mouth, wait, you know, it wait to do discredit you. Every time you call me name, I discredit you. Because my life, me not live certain life, a piece of shit, you. You're garbage, you. Yeah, man. So me like when you do this, come here, try to show them. Me can't last with him anytime, you know. Yeah, him no know, man. Him no know, well, no, man. Me can't last with him anytime for where am I do right now. Me can, with ease. You understand? you understand? Him no know nothing. All right, thank you, sir. Him no know what going on, you know. Him no know something serious, maddy, you know. Him no know. So make him go up, my fuck himself, man. Make him stay there, man. I mean, the things are ramping, you know. Furious, maddy, you know. Yeah. You see me, I say? This dirty thinking raper. We're gonna straighten him up. We're gonna give him one program later. Me say him for go to prison. Me say him for go to prison. Go to prison, you nasty this, yo. Yeah? Raping 13-year-old girl, people, the whole world should have condemned this long time. Him set up enough youth in Jamaica. After him done kill off enough, go build boat, young boat Jamaica. You're not, they're Jamaica, you're not a police, you're a civilian, and you're right, that means you mislead the people them. To believe says it's a police channel this. You look at nastiness, yo. Him there come and say ex-police, you know. When you say reggae dub scene, I do music. So me use things my real. When you see run things record, I'm a label. So you notice me keeping on my grounds. Eh? You can see you're not police and you can put and you know live in Jamaica, you run when I stitch up on them and them. And you put Jamaica young police. And you're not police. You're not young. You're garbage. Eh? And you're a raper. Who for chat to raper? You for go man. You know you say no the email. No sir. And him do this from March. Him do it from March. Yeah, you understand? Investigative. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, him do it from March. I'm giving you 24 hours to remove video. Look here. I video at him, you know. See it here? And I try it, you know. See there? Look here. Look here. I am giving you 24 hours to remove this video. To apologize at the beginning of your video. We don't look at hey, you should have rolled me, say like a long a pickaxe stick with hey, me never want to say nothing to you. You're piece of shit. You think you can't face me? You will never face me, never live for face me, man. You never know. Me not like you, you know. You're a raper. Me not like raper. You know, you me say keep away. Me not like rapers. Me not like you. I mean not a man. Me I tell you the truth. Me not like him a raper. Me not like this. Maria man. Yeah? With a little nasty self. You put out that the whole world like a bunny. You're germs. You put it out against the breeze to man. And him trees say, oh, you never know something a giant. When you put out that everybody laugh against you. You know what I laugh against you? Dealers and court dealers and the whole of them and who the pan can and them thing. Them I say, but you put out a man that mean up to them we might listen to you now, listen to them and cut you off now. Because I say, but we never see that man up on a corner yet. Which one I can I used to the pan? Which one I police want him? Because we don't see when police want him. Which corner? Which police want him? So, and what them charge him for? You fucking idiot. Me never even get a driving ticket. No police never stop me yet. Nowhere at all in Europe. Never. Nowhere at all in North America. Never. Never stop me if you give me a ticket. Not a ticket. So I now go past that. Not even a ticket. We not break laws. See, when them take my back seat at Jamaica, when them threaten on them thing, then them go hide them at Jamaica. When them cut my brake line at Jamaica, I go over the press of it. Me still survive, man. I get me the car phone cut off at Jamaica, man. The whole of these things happen at Jamaica. Yeah, no, me there everywhere else. One time a police stop a vehicle in a Panama, and me show the show, don't it? With me a Mercedes. Me tell us everything document. And them talk to the driver from what pick them up, from them pick them up from the airport. And when them come back now, the thing him go say, you know, they must say, you know, to make sure we are right. Them never even talk to me. So police never stop me yet. So I don't care about trouble. Police never me. You favor drunk at the backside. No, we didn't favor drunk, you're drunk. You're big and fool and stink. You wash your dirty thinking foot there, man. Later. Me there. Where come give him something? Can I want something, man? With a little nasty thinking corner. You look a raper, you have to go to prison for it. These are germs. People, me don't know how to subscribe to these people, piece of shit. If you can't come out and tell lie for the man, say, I turn police. And them law you with that. You can't law him with it. You have to hold them. If him come out and mislead you, you hold him to account. Then when you look the auntie come out and say you're raping him, thing the account and all, no him can't answer. 2 or 3 months. Eh? Him forget crush. The germs forget crush. Yeah, you understand? What I'm say? A lot of time I talk about how man, I know them pants tight. He love tone, you know. It's a man thing. So him love it. Well, come straight him out. All right, me there later, yeah? Bless. Up.